That's all my stuff, Jerry. From Johnstown High School, it's the 54th annual Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. I'm Mark Burdick along with New River Valley Panthers head coach Ed Dalton joining us tonight for our broadcast. Ed, you've been involved in these Ken Lantzy games through the years in your long career, and first of all, congratulations on your next hurdle, maybe your last challenge from what I've heard.
I would say it's the last.
And welcome back to the Heritage Conference, which will be well represented here tonight.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I would argue that this could be the top all-star game in the state of Pennsylvania, by the way it's run and what the kids do.
Big 33, of course, is also one of the big ones in Pennsylvania. And just for a little history lesson, it was 55 years ago that a young, talented member of the Cambria Heights Highlanders football team, Ken Lantzy, sustained a terrible injury that would confine him to a wheelchair for the rest of his life. It was in October 1970 when it happened, and the family was in need of some funding, and they put this all-star game together way back then. And for many years, it benefited the health care fund of the Lantzy family, but then things kind of shifted, and they started providing scholarships for student athletes and doing a lot of wonderful things.
And then in the beginning, I think Bob Gardill did an awful lot with the game, right? And it's just progressed on from them. Art Palumbo, guys like that.
And another kind of interesting note, Jared Lewis, head coach of the Cambria Heights Highlanders, where Ken Lantzy played. They have enjoyed great success the past couple of years. He's been the head coach for the South the past couple of years, and 2 years ago won their first District 6 championship in school history in 1A, moved up to 2A, no problem, 13-1.
Same thing.
Last year lost to Central Cambria, very good ball club that lost a tight one in the state championship in AA this past year. So, Jared, for Coach Lewis, this game has even more meaning, being the history of Ken Lantzy and what he meant to Cambria Heights.
And he's well represented by 5 of his own players. So I would say definitely nobody probably knows the history like he and his players.
We welcome you to our Martin's General Stores pregame show. Get your gold card rewards card at Martin's General Stores. The other side of the ledger, the North team will be coached by Nick Felis, who actually took a job over toward Philadelphia at 6A Neshaminy. They have a great reputation with football over there in District 1. Last year, Coach Felis won 14 games, school's first ever District 6 championship, and a berth in the 3A state semifinals. So you have some coaches that know what they're doing here,
Yeah, he's a brilliant coach, brilliant passing game coach.
Just mentioning all of the coaches, too, from the North, joining Nick Felis, Sean Davison from Penn Cambria, Andrew Tomaselli, Penn Cambria, Dante Paul of Berlin, Zach Rugg of Richland, Justin Myers from Forest Hills. South coaches, Jared Lewis, of course, the head coach, second straight year. Tony Penna from Greater Johnstown, Wes Swaim from Bedford, Matt Grohall from Windber, Lance Eckenrode from Cambria Heights, and Adam Rising from Marion Center. And Coach Rising texted me, he said, we think we put together a pretty good defense for this game, and that's always an important part of the game.
And they're usually ahead of the offense just a little bit in this. And in that list of coaches, I can almost make book that 8 of those guys played in this game.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome, too.
Finally, Ed, before we go to break, you've been through this. How hard is it to simulate just a short practice week, get things ready, and get these players ready for football from a conditioning standpoint? Schemes, I know, are kind of dumbed down a little bit, but.
Well, I think the big thing is the first couple of days nobody talks to each other, and they're staying overnight, and then by day 2.5, they're best friends. It's a lot of fun. So I think that's as much fun as any part of the game, bringing the group together and seeing what they can do on Friday night.
Our Martin's General Stores pregame show will continue with both coaches joining us. Jared Lewis will be first, brought to you by Young & Associates. That and more when we continue the 54th Ken Lantzy All-Star Game from Johnstown High School here on Renda Digital TV.
Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
Getting you up and back in the game. That is what InSync Rehabilitation can do for you. No matter if you're a trained athlete or a weekend warrior, InSync Rehab is passionate about your recovery. With state-of-the-art equipment and proven therapy techniques, InSync Rehab can enhance and expedite your recovery. To schedule a consultation, call InSync Rehabilitation in Ligonier at 724-238-2099. InSync Rehabilitation, the official therapy provider and certified athletic trainers of the Ligonier Valley Rams.
The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals Company is pleased to sponsor this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game. The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals goal is to provide quality personalized service to contractors and homeowners. They specialize in safety glasses, hard hats, high visibility vest, gloves, earplugs, dust masks, fall arrest systems. For a full list of services, contact the Laurel Highlands Constructions and Rentals in Johnstown.
American Legion Fox P.O. Post 506 in Carrolltown salutes all the athletes in tonight's Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. Your dedication, teamwork, and spirit make our community proud. Best of luck tonight and in all your future endeavors. And don't forget, we're now serving Double D Carrolltown Legion Pizza Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9, Friday till 10. Join us for the Sangria Bar, Sunday, June 29th from 11 to 3. 3 32-ounce buckets, just $6. Good luck, All-Stars, from your hometown heroes at Post 506.
You ride life in full throttle, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Martin General Stores are a proud sponsor of high school athletics and congratulates both teams on their success. There are many good reasons why you should shop at your local Martin General Store. Monthly specials on a variety of hot and cold sandwiches, wraps, pizza, and deli items, and if you don't have a Martin Gold Star Rewards card, just stop at your local store and apply to save on food specials and gas for your vehicle. These are just a few good reasons why you should be shopping at your local Martin General Store.
Our Martin's General Store pregame show continues from Johnstown. Get your Gold Star Rewards card today from Martin's General Stores. And it's time for our coaches' interviews. Our first interview with head coach Jared Lewis of the Cambria Heights Highlanders. He'll be coaching the South squad tonight. It's engineered by Young & Associates. Quality engineering, timely service, practical solutions from Young & Associates. And Coach, second year in a row that you're the head coach of the South squad. And this game has particular significance dating back, about 65 years. The Ken Lantzy game, named after Ken Lantzy, and many fans, of course, are aware of the horrific injury that he sustained. So he was from Cambria Heights, and you're obviously the head coach of the Highlanders, so some extra meaning, I'm sure.
Yeah, it definitely does have extra meaning. I know Ken personally, and just to be representing Cambria Heights and from the school where he's from, and also just representing the whole Ken Lantzy, the SAFCA coaches, the Southern Allegheny Football Coaches Association, are the coaches who vote on the coaches for this game. So to be voted in by your peers and be representing that organization, as well as the Cambria Heights that is where Ken Lantzy went, is obviously a great honor, and that's something that I take with great pride. I mean, and also an added benefit is to just to coach some of these players I competed against, and for a number of years. So it's been a fun experience.
How do you approach a game like this with an all-star team who never played together, and you only have 1 week to get ready? How did the practice go leading up to tonight's game?
Yeah, they've been great. And really, the nice thing is those players can only play one way. So most of the players in a game like this are used to playing two ways. So they only have to really prepare for one side of the ball. And you're able to have practices. You're able to have practices where you can work on defense and offense. Usually in high school, those guys are the same players. A lot of them at least are. So you have a scout offense and a scout defense. You can actually have a first team offense going against a first team defense here. which makes things a lot easier during the week. So we had one practice on Sunday, 3 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, and 2 on Wednesday. So that's made for I feel like we're prepared for this game, and obviously it helps when you have such fantastic athletes like we have in this game. I have 5 from Cambria Heights that obviously know how we do things, and then also just some fantastic athletes from around the area.
I'm sure the game plan is simplified, dumbed down, if you will. So how do you balance during a short practice week conditioning versus playbook versus team chemistry?
I think just too, because they're playing just one way, we don't do a whole lot of conditioning. We kind of let that practice take care of itself. And we try to, at this point, I'm hoping that, that they have their legs back. That's key. We want them to be, we want them to be at their best at this game. And we also want them to come in healthy. So there is a lot of balancing of that. Now, as far as scheme, a lot of that's kind of taken out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, because of some of the rules of the game. Some of the rules are we can't blitz. We have to stay in a 4-3. We have to man coverage. We can't switch. We can't run zone. So schematically, a lot of that is made a lot easier for us. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, you are putting in an offense that's going to be wristband. It's going to have some signals. So that can be a lot more creative. And in those games, they always are. The rules are geared for the offense to perform. But as I told our defense, me being a defensive coach is, that we're still allowed to run after the ball. We're still allowed to tackle. We're still out to destruct blocks, create havoc. And that's what we're going to try to do.
What have you learned about these players during this week? I'm sure there's maybe a moment or two that stand out, maybe a couple of kids that have emerged as leaders.
Oh yeah, I mean, what a great group of kids. I mean that, and I've been fortunate enough to coach in this game like 7 or 8 times, and the fact that this might be the best, one of the best groups I've ever been around. Just how they've behaved, how they've approached the game, very professional, and just some fantastic kids. I mean, 3 kids from Northern on this team, which it's so odd to have your rival on an all-star team like this. But man, what 3 fantastic kids! And I told Ty Dum, I'm happy that he's on the same side for once. It seems like we're always locking up, and he seems to be such a problem for us. And same thing with Ben Messina and Caleb Dolney. But just some fantastic players from around the area. Quincy Swaim from Bedford, just a fantastic player to get. I've seen him on on highlights and so forth, but to actually see him on the field is just an amazing player, and and a number of great players that we've had the opportunity to go to see this week has been really exciting.
And 7 or 8 of your own players that you kind of bring your own all-star team to this all-star game.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get 5 of them in. I would have liked to get 7 or 8, but five's the limit. So the 5 players with me: Garrett Jasper, Stephen Nealon, Trey Tribus, Luke Mulroney, and Marshall Leckenroad. That all of those guys are fantastic. Steven's the only one on offense, but those other guys on the defensive side of the ball. So that definitely helps when you're putting in a defensive game plan, having 4 of your own players from that team. And Coach Rising's coaching with me, who's also from the Heritage Conference. He's coaching defense with me, as well as Coach Lance Eckenrode, who's one of my assistants. So to have those guys, and then offensively, Tony Penna from Johnstown, Wes Swaim from Bedford, and Matt Grohall from Wimber. So, a lot of familiarity there. Some great coaches. But yeah, just
lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Just some fantastic players from around the area. Quincy Swaim from Bedford, just a fantastic player to get. I've seen him on on highlights and so forth, but to actually see him on the field is just an amazing player, and and a number of great players that we've had the opportunity to go to see this week has been really exciting.
And 7 or 8 of your own players that you kind of bring your own all-star team to this all-star game.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to get 5 of them in. I would have liked to get 7 or 8, but five's the limit. So the 5 players with me: Garrett Jasper, Stephen Nealon, Trey Tribus, Luke Mulroney and Marshall Leckenroad, that, all of those guys are fantastic. Steven's the only one on offense, but those other guys on the defensive side of the ball. So that definitely helps when you're putting in a defensive game plan, having, 4 of your own players from that team. And Coach Rising's coaching with me, who's also from the Heritage Conference. He's coaching defense with me, as well as Coach Lance Eckenrode, who's one of my assistants. So to have those guys, and then offensively, Tony Penna from Johnstown, Wes Swaim from Bedford, and Matt Grohall from Wimber. So, a lot of familiarity there. Some great coaches. But yeah, just a great experience throughout this week.
Coach, thanks for doing this. Looking forward to it. It'll be my first time calling one of these games, this long history dating back to the 1970s. And we say good luck, but more than anything, have some fun tonight.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate everything you guys do. As usual, you do a fantastic job. Thank you, Mark.
It won't be long before we're talking about the 2025 high school football season. Our coaches interview presented by Young & Associates, Quality Engineering, Timely Service, Practical Solutions. And we'll have more on our Martin's General Stores pregame show from Johnstown right after this on Renda Digital TV.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Kittanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
Since 1882, the Baltimore Life Insurance Companies has been dedicated to making a difference where it matters most. We stand for openness, honesty, integrity, and respect, striving to strengthen our communities every day. Life insurance is more than a policy. It's about fulfilling dreams, supporting families, and building a better future. Maria and Sharkey from the Baltimore Life Company's Duncansville office wish the best of luck to all the athletes in tonight's game. The Baltimore Life Insurance Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Hosses is hospitality. Sit right down and enjoy a great meal. Hosses is hospitality. Delicious food, lots of hossa feel. You'll love our famous fresh salad bar. The freshest near or far. Your hometown steakhouse, wherever you are. Hosses Steak and Sea House. Hosses is hospitality.
Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria and Indiana Fuel and Oil are proud to be a sponsor of the area's outstanding all-star football players. Rely on the Smith team and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria can also help you with bulk propane deliveries. A veteran-owned business with 2 great locations, available for all your fuel and heating needs. Good luck, players and coaches. From the area's go-to fuel provider, Smith Coal and Oil.
It is so frustrating to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars repairing your vehicle only to take it back for the same problem. At Memorial Highway Chevrolet, we're different. Introducing the Memorial Highway Chevrolet Repair for Life. Regardless of where you purchase your vehicle, repair your vehicle at Memorial Highway Chevrolet, and any repair over $200 is guaranteed for life. No more repeat repairs, no more wasted money, just peace of mind for life. Memorial Highway Chevrolet. Service today, coverage for life.
Welcome back to Johnstown High School as our Martin's General Store pregame show continues on Renda Digital TV. Get your Gold Star Rewards card today at Martin's. Well, we've heard from head coach Jared Lewis of Cambria Heights, head coach of the South Squad. Now it's time for his counterpart, Nick Felis, head coach at Penn Cambria, retiring head coach, I guess, because you're moving on to Neshaminy over toward Philadelphia, coach. But it's an honor of coaching the North, and we appreciate you doing this interview. The Ken Felis coaches interview is being presented by the Gap Federal Credit Union, meeting the unique needs of their members. I mentioned honor of coaching. It truly is an honor, right? Especially for you, because it's kind of a last hurrah in Western PA for now.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for the year that this program had and the opportunity to coach the PC Panthers once again in this game. There's so much tradition and history with this game, and Ralph DeMarco and Ibra Verhosik, they do such a great job of putting everything together with this game that, it's something I couldn't pass up, and it's something that's special, and it's going to hold a special place in my heart for a long time.
Yeah, you're moving to Neshaminy. Just briefly talk about the move for you.
Yeah, it's a 6A school in the Philadelphia suburbs. Very, very tradition-rich program. They've had a lot of success over the past 30, 40 years, 50 years. It's a staple in Bucks County. I coached at Coatesville outside of Philadelphia for 7 years. And, there I got to get familiar with District 1 football, which, Western Pennsylvanians talk about the WPIAL, District 7, rightfully so. Well, in the eastern part of Pennsylvania, it's District 1. And District 1, everyone knows the level of football that District 1 plays in. My wife is from the area as well. So, my wife moved out here 9 years ago, and, the opportunity presented itself. There was a little bit of back and forth between my wife and I about the position. But then each time I stepped foot on that campus, it really reminded me of where I come from, and it was an opportunity that I can't pass up.
Coach, let's talk about tonight's matchup. How challenging is it, first of all? The kids arrive, I think, on Sunday, putting a group of 40 players together in such a short period of time.
Upstairs. The challenging part, is that you have the short period of time, but also, you have coaches from different schools, players from different schools. There's a lot of hoopla with the game. There's a lot of other activities as part of being a head coach, and I'm sure Coach Lewis talked about it. You're doing interviews, you're doing radio, which we love to do. So there's a lot of other things that a normal Friday night football game doesn't have. But, the kids have been outstanding. They're all there for a reason. I spoke to almost every one of their head coaches. They checked in on them. We had a great week. I thought we had a good approach. The kids understand that we had to install offense, defense, special teams in a short period of time, but also I wanted them to have fun. I wanted them to be relaxed. I want this to be an experience that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. And I think we really had that balance this week. And, it was a lot of fun.
What was your biggest takeaway? Any special moments or funny moments from the practice week that stick out?
Just getting to sit down in the lobby in between practices and after practices with some of the players, and just hearing some of the stories, and just, being out to dinner and out to lunch with the guys, just hearing, some other players from other teams honestly talk about the games that we played against each other. There was some trash talk going on during the season, but then we get together after practice, and we're all one big happy family. We're kind of telling stories and laughing. So that's what, to me, that's what it's about. Just hearing those stories, interacting, and like I said, the kids were fantastic. They were phenomenal. Their parents should be very proud. And like I said, I know the coaching staff and myself, we thoroughly enjoyed the week.
Coach, I really appreciate you doing this. Perhaps see you after the game as well. As I said to Coach Lewis, it's not really about wins or losses. It's about the cause tonight. And best thing I could say is have some fun.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great night.
Ken Felis coach's interview being presented by the Gap Federal Credit Union, meeting the unique needs of their members. Also, special thanks to our presenting sponsors tonight, First Summit Bank. They're here for you, and by the Baltimore Life Companies. Over 100 years of protecting what matters most, protecting your dream, providing for your future. And our Martin's General Store pregame show will continue. You probably know this name, Coach. Our color analyst, Ed Dalton, new head coach of River Valley, will join me when we return on Renda Digital TV.
The Gap Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of high school athletics and congratulates both teams. Stop in at one of their 4 locations and inquire about becoming a member and qualifying for Gap Federal Credit Union member services, savings, and special loan offers. To inquire, go to their webpage or contact one of their 4 offices, Richland, Johnstown, Altoona, or New Stanton. The Gap Federal Credit Union is there for you.
Pet owners know that Cambria Veterinary Care treats the medical needs of their small pets, but did you know that Cambria Veterinary Care treats large animals as well? Horses, cows, goats, sheep, and cattle. Cambria Veterinary Care now provides medical and surgical care for large domestic animals. For more information, call 814-288-8821. That's 814-288-8821. Or look for them online at CambriaVeterinaryCare.com.
Fresh. Oh, the sound of the word fresh. Thoughts of healthy and wholesome, especially when it comes from down on the farm. Market 1911 does just that. Sells farm fresh chicken, pork, beef, and cage-free eggs. Taste the difference farm fresh can make. Visit Market 1911 at the Rhodes Family Farm, 1254 Harvey Road in Ligonier, or on Facebook. And proud to support all the Ligonier Valley players and coaches playing in this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game.
Are you looking to freshen up your home? Visit Leading Edge Supply and Design Center in Davidsville today. Start from the ground up with their selection of flooring, including hardwood, ceramic tile, and LVTs. They carry cabinets from well-known brands like KraftMaid and Birch, and their design software allows you to easily visualize your space. Or maybe a fresh coat of PPG paint will do the trick. You'll find it all at Leading Edge Supply. If you're considering going to the big box stores, you're barking up the wrong tree.
What do you think this place holds? 5,000?
We are back and underway, and Michael Kashadi's kick is dropped right at the goal line by the Norths. Aaron Bowers of Northern Bedford, and we will play 15-minute quarters here. Just looking on screen, Ed, there's Ken Lantzy.
Wow,
this
awesome.
game, isn't that awesome? Down in the end zone, we figured, what, 72, 73 years old. Horrific injury,
awesome.
Playing football in October of 1970 for Cambria Heights. And this game was formed to raise money to offset medical expenses, and it's grown ever since. Now that's no longer the case, as the first play from scrimmage is stuffed as Hayden Webb got the handoff. Hayden from Chestnut Ridge High School rushed for 1,246 yards.
Defense usually ahead of the offense. The rules benefit the offense because they have to play cover one. So I want to see the first trip set and how they align.
And Nate Cornell's pass over the middle intended for Penn Cambria's Gavin Harold. Nate Cornell from Forest Hills, they have had an excellent program over the years. Cornell, his senior season, 132 of 240 for 1,707 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah, and it came out in 2x2, and he had the post, just slightly over through the post. Probably a lot of jitters and everything right now.
Trips near side at the bottom of your screen. Protector is Hayden Webb. Side card to the left of Cornell, who boots to his left, now reverses. Goes far sideline, directs traffic with his left hand, floats a pass downfield, and it's intercepted by the Souths.
Marion Center, 18.
It was Hamilton Gates. 18, was it, Ed?
I thought it was 18.
Yeah, that's Hamilton Gates from Bishop Guilfoyle.
That looked like he was running some kind of underneath screen, and they sniffed it out of man coverage.
Want to thank Martin's General Stores for sponsoring the pregame show. Get your Gold Star Rewards card today at Martin's. So the South will take over at their own 48-yard line. And they give on a little jet, and with the football, get my flip chart here, is Grady Snyder from Central Cambria, rushed for 1,329 yards, and he gets 2 to midfield.
Good run. Nice conservative play call. Nice way to start the game. A lot of personnel change. It looks like maybe they're going to play with a lot of personnel on the south side.
Both teams 40. It's a 40-man roster, and they split it. 20 on offense, 20 on defense. From the shotgun.
Another screen.
And the quarterback is Quincy Swain. And in the loose comes Grady Snyder. Snyder has a first down to the 35, maybe even the 34-yard line. Defensively, Cooper Houston of Berlin Brothers Valley on the play.
Yeah, old school screen, no bubble, no sideways. And then personnel group determines their formation. Now they're big. Last play, they looked like they were fast.
In the backfield, Sam Yanitz.
He's fast. Get him the ball somehow.
Throwing a streak down the right sideline and some jostling, some hand checking, nothing called either way. A good non-call, good coverage on the play provided by Jude McCurda of Richland.
Yeah, really good coverage. I think there's some passing rules too in the game. A certain percentage of the plays have to be passes and things like that. So that makes for an exciting game also.
Ty Dunn, the intended receiver, he's at the bottom of your screen in motion the opposite way, and he gets the handoff, is Quincy Swain, and he can't get to the edge. Good defense stringing it out there for the North.
Yeah, initially it looked like he might get some yards, but nice downhill play by the safety, number 2.
So after the big play, bogging down a little bit, 3rd down and 10, ball in the left hash at the 35-yard line of the North. Last 5 years, the North has won 3 of the 5 games. Last year, 24-17 in a lightning delay game. We don't need that tonight.
Not a lot of help to the top of the screen. That's where they're going wheel.
And it's thrown downfield, intended for Quincy Swain. And, yep, that will be interference on the North. And the guilty party is Cody Yeager of Richland.
Good play call, good pre-read.
Be an automatic first down.
Right. But the best penalty in high school football because you get to go back in the huddle.
I don't like the NFL rule, to be honest with you. So they'll march it from the 35 down to the 20.
When you look at the statistics of the offenses for both teams, it's pretty amazing the talent that is on the field. And then if you look at the size of the front, I mean, this is a coach's dream team in high school football.
Chase Kissel is the quarterback. Huge numbers at Bishop Guilfoyle. They won a state championship. He throws out in the flat, and it's caught by Quincy Swain. And Quincy tackled near side of the field by Derek Height of Penn Cambria. Listen to these stats at Chase Kissel. 208 of 290. He completed 72% of his passes for 3,358 yards. 40 touchdowns. That's not a bad year.
Well, that's a good year. And how often was he probably even playing in the second half because of the talent of his team?
River Valley sidecar left is Yanitz. He gets the handoff and he breaks the tackle. He's a strong young man. And on the tackle, hanging on for dear life, Joseph Penna from Richland. So we've had a few Richland players we're calling out. 3rd down and relatively short. 3rd down and 4.
Q might have had to keep. I don't know if he has an option to keep, but it looked like he might have had the option. If he had the option, I think he could have kept there. Bad size mismatch, top of the screen.
It's man-to-man defense here, and the North just jumped and gave them a first down, I do believe, unless they were pulled off. It doesn't look that way.
I mean, Evan Brady from Windber, he has to be 6'3", right?
Our co-presenting sponsors tonight, First Summit Bank, they're here for you. And Baltimore Life Company's over 140 years of protecting what matters most, protecting your dream, providing for your future. And the first quarter being brought to you by Washington and Jefferson College. Together, they strive. First and goal So a couple of costly penalties on the North. First and goal at the 9-yard line. And a new quarterback, and he's going to keep it. That is Quincy Swaim. Swaim inside the 5, down to about the 4, maybe even the 3-yard line.
And that was just a lead. That was a counter. That was he had the flash of the ball, but that was his ball to keep, I think, the whole play.
So the South knocking on the door of the North. Second down and goal from the 3-yard line.
June 13th, a week together. This is really good football so far, right? We don't have the ball on the ground. We don't have 20 penalties.
Quarterback keeper, it's Swaim. Swaim pushes his way into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Quincy Swaim from Bedford gives the South the early lead. They capitalize on the turnover.
That was almost the Ken Lantzy version of the tush push at the end, of the play. Weather's great, crowd's great.
Good crowd on hand here at Johnstown High School and Trojan Stadium. This facility opened in 2003. Michael Casciati from Bishop Guilfoyle Academy will attempt the extra point.
Well, if it's anything like his kickoff, they better send the little kids to go get the ball right now.
Richland's kicker on the other side. Unbelievable numbers. What a career. I'll give it to you in a second. The kick is blocked. So there's a little bit of momentum back on the north side. But the South on the board, 9:15 to go in the first quarter, being presented by Washington and Jefferson College. 6-0 South on Renda Digital TV.
When every second counts, trust the team at Shansoon Shong Medical Center at Winburn. Our dedicated professionals deliver expert, compassionate care when you need it most. From the unexpected to the urgent, we're always ready with the highest level of quality care. Choose Shansoon Shong Medical Center at Winburn in an emergency. Your health, our priority, 24/7.
Is your bathroom old and outdated? Maybe it's time for a fresh new look. Did you know that Mahalco's is a leader in bathroom remodeling? If you're interested in remodeling a bathroom or adding a new bathroom to your home at a great price, count on the pros at Mahalco's. Did you know that Mahalco's has been remodeling homes for over 40 years? We have offices in Altoona, Johnstown, and State College. If you're looking for a fair price and quality service, you can always count on the pros at Mahalco's.
Looking for the ultimate chocolate experience? Debbie's Hand-Dipped Delights crafts each piece to perfection, bringing you on a journey of flavors with every bite. From delectable dip treats to homemade chocolate delights, satisfaction is just a bite away. Find us at 129 St. Benedict Street, Carrolltown, or visit Debbie'sDipDelights.com. Debbie's Hand-Dipped Delights. What is your pleasure?
Casciati, left-footed kicker, drills it deep, taking it about the 3-yard line. And up the field for the North comes Aaron Bowers. And Bowers gets to the 20. Good kick coverage there, Ed, by the South.
Yeah, a lot of hitting. I mean, the first guy to the tackle, that was a knock, and then 2 more. I'm just really impressed.
Drive summary, by the way, 8 plays, 52 yards. It took 4 minutes and 24 seconds. They picked up 3 first downs along the way, and they were 2 for 2 on third downs. North helped with 2 penalties for 20 yards.
All right, now that I'm settled in, I'm going to try to get names.
There we go. Especially on the defensive side. There's a motion penalty, and North is going to commit their 3rd penalty. Set themselves back a little bit.
Is there any truth to you running the 40 at halftime? Time 40?
Yeah, 40. It's about 40 yards to the men's room. So here we go. The North now back at the 15-yard line. Quarterback remains Cornell, and he gives it to Austin Yarnick around the right side. Picks up the penalty yardage plus. Up to about the 22, 23-yard line.
I saw Luke
Mulroney
from Cambria Heights.
What a player he was. Well, they had their own all-star team the past couple of years. They did well with a core group of juniors, and then they took it to another level last year. 2nd down and 8 for the North.
Stack out here. That's a problem, man.
And they
double pass.
Throw a little bubble screen out here, and nice open field tackle on Gavin Harold by John Jablonski.
Look at here. Yeah, very physical. Played off the stalk, got rid of it, made a nice tackle.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good execution on one side, maybe one block miss, but excellent open field tackle.
Remember that. There's a double pass coming off that. They haven't stacked the whole game. They just wanted to show it.
Cornell out of the shotgun. Motion man is Wesley Horsch. Cornell boots to his right, going to throw down the middle. And he has a receiver diving attempt just coming up empty at the 35-yard line. On the coverage was Jablonski again from Ligonier Valley. Just missed that. The intended receiver was Aaron Bowers.
Yeah, I was on the wrong side of the ball.
So punt formation for the North. On to punt, Noah Ritko as a place kicker. What a career this kid had. Last year alone, just from PATs, not counting field goals, he was 54 of 54.
Wow. I mean, that execution alone for that. Oh, they have it. Oh,
they almost blocked it. Might have got a piece of it. It hits at the 50-yard line, going to roll near sideline. 45, 44, 43. And that's where the South will take over with 7:07 remaining in the first quarter, being presented by Washington and Jefferson College. 6-0 South on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Ben.
R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments as well as social and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Exciting news! R4H is now certified to provide CPR, first aid, and AED classes to our local community. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, R4H is looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com or scan the QR code located at the bottom of this ad. Full-time, part-time, and casual positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we
are R4H.
Back with you. They got going on us a little bit early, missed a 34-yard run. I think that was Swaim on that run.
Quick inside handoff.
Now,
Stick, he's in the flat.
Kissel dropping the football was Grady Snyder. Quarterback is Chase Kissel of Bishop Guilfoyle. So we want to credit 34-yard run. We apologize for missing that, Quincy Swaim. 2nd down and 10. Football resting at the 23-yard line. Twin receivers both ways. Kissel boots to his right. Throws deflected and almost caught. Good coverage. I think getting a piece of it for the North was Joseph Penna.
And Owen Claycomb from Chestnut Ridge on the coverage.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. River Valley Sam Yanitz in the backfield. Sam rushed for 1,283 yards, part of the dynamic duo of Yanitz and Burkhart last season. 3rd down and 10.
Screen.
And they throw an inside screen, and with the football, 15-10, 1st down, 5, down near the goal line, going to be stopped just outside the goal line. Excellent. Ty Dumm from Northern Cambria. I know, Ed, you didn't see this young man last year, but I'm sure you've probably seen a little bit of video preparing with River Valley. What an athlete. He, as a quarterback, completed 118 of 201 passes, 2,041 yards, rushed for 1,369, 18 rushing, 18 passing. Kissel under center, drops the football, jumps on it. He's going to lose a yard back to the 2-yard line. That's what you call balanced production, when your quarterback can rush for 18 touchdowns and pass for 18 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a highlight reel.
And he started out his career as a receiver, which we saw in full display on that inside screen.
Gauss saved the day, got him back to the huddle.
And I think that's a new quarterback in there. It is. It's Quincy Swain, reverses footing. They have him bottled up, breaks a tackle inside the 5, down to the 3. Boy, he's elusive too, isn't he?
Right.
On the tackle for the North,
66.
Derek Height, and also, yes, Maddox Foy from North Star.
And it's really physical. You know, the one thing I guess as time has gone on and I didn't think about, because of 7-on-7s, they're so much better at man coverage because they do that stuff all summer long. Like in the old days, it was like, you know, you were teaching Spanish or something in the 1 week. Trying to get them ready to play man coverage, so that's pretty awesome.
Twins both sides, motion man coming near side, and it's Grady Snyder with the football and into the end zone for a touchdown for the South, and they score the first 2 scores of the football game, and they lead 12-0.
And go for 2 now?
Yeah, I was going to say they'll probably try to make up and go for 2.
Look like they got. I'd like to see which receivers come out. They've got some matchup issues there. Yeah, same personnel, I think.
Kissel, the quarterback. In the backfield, Grady Snyder of Central Cambria.
Tight end looked like a tight end trips, and they're going to the single receiver.
And look wide open
Great
in the back of the end zone. It is Evan Brady from Winburn for the 2-point conversion. And it's 14-0 with 3:29 left in the first quarter, being presented by Washington and Jefferson College. Together they strive. Coming back with the kickoff after this on Renda Digital TV.
Do you have joint pain, a sprain, or a broken bone? Don't wait. Come on in to Chan Soon Shang Medical Center at Winbur's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic, now conveniently located in Richland. Our experienced and caring team is ready to give you a fast, accurate diagnosis and treatment plan at a lower cost. Plus, you have on-site access to services like x-rays, ultrasound-guided injections, casting, bracing, and same-day physical therapy evaluations. For information, visit winburcare.org.
Back with you, we thank our presenting sponsors tonight. First Summit Bank, they're here for you. And Baltimore Life Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most. Kashadi's kick taken at the 10-yard line and making a move with that football for the North. It is Austin Yarnick out of Richland High School, right up the road.
22 on the tackle.
For the South, 22 is Lane Lambert from Somerset.
Yep.
The Memorial Highway Chevrolet Drive Summary. 6 plays, 57 yards, took 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Winburn, Somerset, and their newest location in West Mifflin. Memorial Highway Chevrolet. So the North, the third crack, this time starting at their own 30. And Cornell flipped a little shuffle pass ahead, and running with the football
12
was Gavin Harold of Penn Cambria. Simple but effective play, gain of 9.
Probably down, you go to your own guys just a little bit more, right? You know what they can do, for sure.
2nd down and 1. Good time to heave one. What do you think?
Yeah, trips is a problem. I'm just telling you by the rules. It's a problem.
And flushed out of the pocket, throwing. Good job just getting rid of it is the quarterback, Nate Cornell from Forest Hills. His numbers, if I didn't give them to you, 132 of 240, 1,707 yards and 7 touchdowns. Now we have a late flag on the play.
Because he wasn't out of the box.
No receiver in the area.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll get a replay here on the monitor or not. In a game like this, do they, not that that wasn't grounding, but do you give a little more leeway?
I don't know.
Football's football,
We're
right?
not going to start talking about officials, are we? Yeah, I mean, no. I think that was a really good call. I don't know. I couldn't see the box, but there wasn't much disagreement on the other sideline. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go by. That was a good call. Good presence. If he's out of the pocket with the rule change, he can protect himself.
Our stats tonight being presented by Smith Coal and Oil. Rely on Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all of your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. For the North, it is Gavin Harold. Not going to pick up much on the far side of the field.
I think a power lead. 32.
32. On the tackle, that would be Lucas Aleska from Windber.
I'm probably the worst color analyst you've ever had for picking out names. I'll do better. I'm a really good numbers guy. Names.
I heard that about your bankroll.
Maybe not quite as much. It's not like yours. You know.
Punt formation again. Better protection and a better kick.
They definitely
taking
got that ball faster. They got a wall.
At the 40.
No, they don't.
And with the football, fighting for yardage. For the South, that was Trey Tribus of Cambria Heights getting some special teams action. A return of 9 yards to the 49. 1:45 remaining. Here in this first quarter, being presented by Washington and Jefferson College.
Mark Letary made the tackle from Claysburg Kimball.
So the South takes over.
2x2. I like wheels to the boundary. If you're going to throw it, nice bringing them across.
Swaim in motion, and they're going to throw down the right.
Single.
There's some bumping and
at least a hold.
Flag.
Nothing.
No call.
Ooh.
And Ty Dum saying, "What's going on?"
I'm thinking maybe that's a hold, right? Even if it's not interference.
On the coverage, 19 for the North. Jude McGurwa. So it'll be second down and 10. Dum at the very bottom of your screen. And now we have a whistle, and is it a play clock situation? Yeah, I think it is.
Didn't say they throw their flag, did they?
I think they're going to reset that play clock. There we go. They put 25 on. Second and 10 for the South. They lead 14-0. Yannett's in the backfield. Kissel looking, going to throw down the right sideline, intended for Swaim, and did he catch it? He
picked off.
Oh, it's picked off. I was looking down. Yeah, picked off by the North's Xander Rittenauer of Rockwood.
That was a nice play. Both of them played the ball. Ball was thrown a little bit inside. They played the wheel pretty well.
So the first turnover, and they celebrate NFL style down in the end zone.
That's kind of neat, huh?
Yeah, have some fun. I don't know that you can get away with that in the regular season.
No. Or the 6th grade game with all the kids that are watching.
Cornell hands it off. Short gain on the carry for the North. That was Hayden Webb.
Lane Lambert on the tackle. 22 from Somerset.
Second down and 6.
One of the cool traditions is they all trade helmet decals. So it's pretty hard to tell by the helmet decals. Some kids have like 18.
Cornell keeps it, but cannot elude a defender. And I think busting that up was Devin Cordish.
Yeah,
Devin Cordish of Purchase Line. He's a good football player.
Got a lot of penetration. Nice play.
You remember your days fondly at Purchase Line, Brandon Overdorf and that group.
I do.
1991?
Yeah, there were a lot of good players. A lot of guys still coach, like Matt Woods coaches at Penns Manor, and Dave Brochus' kids are good players at Indiana. And
third down and about 7 to go. Cornell, pump fake out in the flat. Now he's going to keep, and he's sacked. Sacked by Hunter Carr of Ligonier Valley. And the North just can't get things rolling on offense, and they have to send out the punt team again as time expires in the first quarter. Special thanks to Washington and Jefferson College. Washington and Jefferson College, together they strive. All South in the first 15, 14-0. They lead it on Renda Digital TV.
Getting you up and back in the game. That is what InSync Rehabilitation can do for you. No matter if you're a trained athlete or a weekend warrior, InSync Rehab is passionate about your recovery. With state-of-the-art equipment and proven therapy techniques, InSync Rehab can enhance and expedite your recovery. To schedule a consultation, call InSync Rehabilitation in Ligonier at 724-238-2099. InSync Rehabilitation, the official therapy provider and certified athletic trainers of the Ligonier Valley Rams.
American Legion Fox P.O. Post 506 in Carrolltown salutes all the athletes in tonight's Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. Your dedication, teamwork, and spirit make our community proud. Best of luck tonight and in all your future endeavors. And don't forget, we're now serving Double D Carrolltown Legion Pizza Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9, Friday till 10. Join us for the Sangria Bar, Sunday, June 29th from 11 to 3. 3 32-ounce buckets, just $6. Good luck, All-Stars, from your hometown heroes at Post 506.
Mitsubishi builds it, you want it, 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona's got it. Take up to $6,500 off a brand new incredible 7-passenger Outlander, up to $4,500 off a brand new Eclipse Cross, and up to $2,500 off a brand new Outlander Sport. Mitsubishis carry the best warranty on the planet, and you get free scheduled maintenance. The Mitsubishi Giant, best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Punt to open the second quarter, and it's a short one. And it's a fair catch called for at the 36-yard line by Quincy Swain. So the South, excellent field position. At the North 36-yard line. Second quarter being presented by Laurel Highlands Equipment, your construction supplies and rental company. And looking to pass, Quincy Swaim, end zone, no, inside the 5-yard line.
Gauss broke it up.
Yep, from Portage.
Just a little underthrown.
I thought that was going to be 6 points. The intended receiver was Brady Steiner of Hollidaysburg. Owen Gauss, his dad, longtime coach for the Portage Mustangs. 2nd and 10. Quincy Swaim from Bedford, the quarterback. Middle screen, and it's caught, but well defended. Read nicely.
Lyman stayed home.
Grady Snyder caught the pass.
Joe Penna from Richland.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Good defense. I think the North realizes they got to make a stop here.
Right. Well, if you can take away the screen game, that's been the most explosive plays.
Receiver to the left boundary is Caleb Dolney of Northern Cambria. And they throw underneath. It's caught by Brady Steiner. Steiner forced out of bounds. Going to set up 4th down.
Ethan McNulty from Conemaugh Valley on the tackle.
McNulty, they had a struggling season, the Blue Jays, but he certainly was a standout with their group. It's going to be 4th down. They got more than I thought. 4th down and 2. Quincy Swaim.
Try to get him to jump.
Yeah, he sure did.
The play. They're going to run the cue, right?
Jared Lewis from Cambria Heights, the head coach of the South.
Yeah.
And pump fake. No, they took it away. He's going to reverse footing. He's in a lot of trouble. He just throws it up. And it's a caught by the receiver, Stephen Nealon of Cambria Heights. Speaking of Cambria Heights, Nealon going to set up 1st and goal. What a job improvising by the quarterback, Swain.
Yeah, he was looking to find a space to run and get the 1st down, then he kept the play alive. And the lineman didn't go downfield, and sometimes when you have a 7-second pass, that winds up being the end of that play. So great play.
Ball at the 7-yard line.
South's got to get a stop here.
Pass out in the flat. It is caught by Grady Snyder, and Snyder down to inside the 1-yard line.
Xander Rittenauer again from Rockwood. You just got to keep getting back to the huddle. Stick's hard to defend like that. You know, skinny post with the flat routes, hard to defend when you're playing man and you're playing a little bit off.
Quincy Swaim hands it off. And
a lot of penetration there.
Fumble, too. Front. And I think it's recovered by the North. It is. So there's a turnover. And
I think Derek Height from Penn Cambria got some depth there. I don't know who knocked the ball away, but he was 2.5 yards deep. That's a big stop. That's what they needed.
So the North's going to take over. Second straight turnover for the South. Football at their own 2-yard line.
I just don't know if I'd throw it down here on first down. Get a little bit of distance, get out of there.
Kissel, the quarterback from
Good
Guilfoyle,
call. He might
and
rip
up the
it.
left sideline. He's got running room and forced out of bounds the ball carrier for the North. That is Mark Lettieri from Claysburg Kimmel. Rushed for 1,404 yards, and he gets them out of a hole in a hurry, doesn't he? Up from the 2 to the 24. That'll be a gain of 22.
Yeah, he's got some quicks. Wow. I think I've called him on defense wrongly twice.
First down of the game. Stats all night long brought to you by Smith Coal and Oil. And an incomplete pass there.
Yeah, like a flip on the jet sweep. They got nothing.
Okay, so the ruling on the play, that was a forward pass as he was handing off to the man in front of him. So incomplete pass. Not a fumble.
2nd and 10 at the 24. If that was an incomplete pass, the clock is still running. Now they stopped it. Twin receivers, bottom of your screen, Gavin Harold and Ethan Smith.
Hard to help over here. Good call.
Kissel
quarterback
keeps it, and not a lot going on there over the 25 to about the 27, 28-yard line. Mulroney, one of the tacklers. Overall, in this Ken Lantzy All-Star game, I'm not going to find it now. My little notes I had. I know the... Oh, here we go. 29 wins for the South, 24 for the North. Timeout called by the South with 10:43 to play in the second quarter. It's 14-0 South. Second quarter being presented by Laurel Highlands Equipment on Renda Digital TV.
The Rembrandt Club, a proud sponsor of Cambria Heights Athletics, wishes the Highlanders players the best of luck in tonight's All-Star Football Classic. The Rembrandt Club has a long tradition of supporting the Cambria Heights School District, student-athletes, cheerleading, and band organizations. Garrett, Marshall, Trey, Stephen, Luke, and Coach Lewis, you have made our community proud with a tremendous season. Good luck, CH athletes and coaches, from everyone at the Rembrandt Club.
Are you ready to take your project to the championship level? Cambria Ready Mix Concrete is here for you. Serving the Route 22 and 219 corridors in Cambria County, they understand the importance of teamwork and rock-solid values, just like your favorite sports teams. A proud supporter of high school athletics, they are dedicated to building stronger communities. Whether you're planning on a new home, driveway, or backyard sport court this year, get your concrete from the county seat. Call 1-866-BUY-CRMC. 1-866-BUY-CRMC.
As we come back to play, keeping the ball for the South on a 3rd down and 5 is Brady Steiner from Hollidaysburg. And he gets to the edge and picks up the necessary yardage for a first down up to the 38-yard line.
Marshall Eckenrode from Cambria Heights knocks him out of bounds.
First and 10. And with the football for the North, Gavin Harold of Penn Cambria. Again, we thank our presenting sponsors, First Summit Bank. They're here for you. And Baltimore Life Company's over 140 years of protecting what matters most, protecting your dream, providing for your future. 2nd down and 7.
Lucas Alexa made the last tackle from Wimber. They're creeping. They're close to the line of scrimmage defensively.
Handoff and stopped is Lettieri from Claysburg Kimmel. right near the line of scrimmage. Garrett Jasper, boy, he was a force for Cambria Heights. I'm sure that they were torn on what 5 players, because you're only allowed a maximum of 5 from any team, and they had 11 or so outstanding seniors. 3rd down, 5 to go. Keeping the football is the quarterback, Harold, and he gets to the 45, and he's pushed back. Helmet of one of the linemen also flies off of Logan Arnold. Maybe that's something we can do, point out some of the linemen in the game, give them a little bit of
Lane
love when we
Lambert
can.
came up and cleaned it up. I'll do a better job of that.
Zach Wink from Everett, one of the offensive linemen. Also 75, that's Braxton Jelly from United Valley. 4th down, they keep the offense on the field. Receiver at the bottom of your screen is Austin Yarnick from Richland. He had 57 receptions for Brandon Bailey's ball club. Pass is caught. Is it going to be enough for a first down?
I think it might be short because he came back for the ball. Let's see the spot. It's short.
Wesley Hordish from Northern Bedford on the reception. They're going to give him the first down.
Good call. All right, I'm good with that.
8:16, clock running. You see the score, 14-0 South. They scored twice in the first quarter. Off of an interception, they drove 52 yards. Quincy Swaim scored from 3 yards out. Added another one. Play fake, and the pass dropped out in the left flat by Gavin Harold.
Getting the ball out of his hand a little bit faster now, huh?
So I guess the rules, even on an incompletion, the clock continues to roll. So I apologize earlier. I said the clock's running on an incompletion.
That's probably kind of a good balancing act for the 15-minute quarters, though, right? Make the game a little more reasonable in duration.
2nd down and 10 from their own 48, the North. It's like an H-back to the left in Jesse Samler. That pass is
complete to 15.
Kissel as a receiver from North Star. That's not Kissel, Ethan Smith, excuse me. Get my rosters right here. Flag on the play.
Lane Lambert again from Somerset. He's all over the field. He's made a lot of plays. A lot of plays.
Two fouls. Let's pick it up.
The offense, that penalty is declined. Illegal touching on the offense. That penalty is accepted. Illegal procedures are called. That is being declined. Illegal touching. And an offensive lineman was the first attempt to catch the pass.
Okay. Offensive lineman. First player who attempted to catch it. Good crowd on hand here at Johnstown. Keep the rains away. I know there was some rain in the forecast.
Kind of see it come over the mountain when you're here.
So 3rd down and 24.
Our game day weather provided by Cambria Ready Mix. Proud supporter of high school athletics. Get your concrete from the county seat. 866 by CRMC. 3rd down, and you need a bus.
That single guy out here. Got a matchup up top.
Rolling to his right is the quarterback Slinecoffer, and he gets rid of the ball.
Great pressure by.
Yeah, blew it up.
Alexa
Incomplete.
from Wimber. Lucas Alexa from Wimber.
So the North going to punt yet again, and Noah Ritko from Richland's been busy.
And that wasn't on the screen. They just got after him. This is a big punt. He's got to change the field possession a little bit. In my world, 2 people deep, you're running a return wall somewhere.
Ritko, that good leg kick is taken, and good burst to midfield for the South with that football. I think that is Cambria Heights Trey Tribus again, and it is. So they will have good field position here to start this drive. 33-yard punt.
Bodleo with the tackle.
Bodie.
Portage.
Yep.
Bodleo.
South.
He's got a little slip.
Oh, quarterback now for the South. Quincy Swain. Pass intended for Grady Snyder of Central Cambria.
They brought him all the way back across the formation. Nice little slip pass. Just a little high.
.525 even on the incompletions. Clock continues to roll. Kissel back at quarterback, steps up in the pocket, throws downfield, intercepted by Amin Lieb of Penns Manor, another outstanding athlete. And Amin Lieb into
maybe that's the momentum changer they needed.
South territory. Yeah, to the 46, maybe the 45. Let's see where they put it down. So the North will start at the South 46. 5 minutes left in the first half. Second quarter presented by Laurel Highlands Equipment. Inside handoff and running with the football. It is Mark Letary.
Edward Richards from Winburn on the tackle, 56.
Second down and 8. Motion man toward the formation. That was Gavin Harold. Handoff up the middle to Letary again. He's been a workhorse here as of late. Letary.
Jordan's Sinowhites from Myersdale on the tackle, 20.
Third down and about 4 to go. North would dearly love to get on the board before the half. And a little bubble screen, and it goes to Austin Yarnick of Richland, and he moves close to that first down, but they're going to say short, so it'll set up fourth down and short. Obviously, they're going to go for it here, trailing 14-0. Going to say hello to Ralph DeMarco.
Doctor, how you doing? Long time to see what's up.
Fourth down and a yard. Quarterback Gavin Harold from Penn Cambria. He rushed for 859 yards this year, past year. And he's going to keep it around the left end. Good cutback into the loose to the 25, down to about the 23-yard line, where he was finally tripped up by Gavin Burkhardt of River Valley. And who else?
And Letary had a hell of a block. Great block. Great block. Heck of a block.
First down, 24-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play. You see the scoreboard clock on the screen, 14-0 South.
Gavin's really active inside. Like he's a great athlete. He's bouncing around. We had a chance to work out with him in like a 7-on-7 thing with our underclassmen. He's a really good athlete.
Pump fake now throwing for the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown by Aaron Bowers of Northern Bedford. He had 52 of them in his senior season and 8 touchdowns, 747 yards. And in this all-star game, he has the North on the board, and a strike from the quarterback, and it's 14-6.
You know, as the game goes on, then you start to understand personnel, size advantages, setting formations to get a taller guy on a shorter guy. So this game might wind up being like 48-42. I just have a hunch.
Long snappers Preston Faribaugh, the holder Austin Yarnick, and the kicker Noah Ritko, who did not miss a PAT, 54 of 54 his senior season. And you can see why, because he just drilled that one. And it's 14-7 as the teams come up the field. 2:31 remaining in the first half. Second quarter being presented by Laurel Highlands Equipment, your construction supplies and rental company. Coming back on Renda Digital TV.
Oil in Northern Cambria and Indiana Fuel and Oil are proud to be a sponsor of the area's outstanding all-star football players. Rely on the Smith team and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria can also help you with bulk propane deliveries. A veteran-owned business with 2 great locations, available for all your fuel and heating needs. Good luck, players and coaches. From the area's go-to fuel provider, Smith Coal and Oil.
Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
14-7 now after that touchdown strike. Our drive summary: Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Winburn, Somerset, newest location in West Mifflin. 6 plays, 47 yards, took 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Picked up a couple of first downs along the way.
Kind of a big series for both teams.
And the kick
coming up right here.
Ritko,
9 yards deep.
He did a lot of that at Richland. By the way, our red zone sponsor all night long. We've had teams in and out of that red zone pretty quickly. Then, in that case, they went through the red zone with that 23-yard strike. Red zone sponsor, Hutton Blues Insurance. Insurance agents you can trust. 1st and 10. South will start at the 20-yard line with 2:31 on the clock.
So you play conservative, go into half, knowing that they're getting the ball to start the second half. The North's getting the ball.
I think you let it fly.
Nothing.
There is no next week.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Pass out in the flat, dropped by Grady Snyder, but he had somebody in his back pocket, didn't he? That was Dylan Stevens of United. 2nd and 10. And official timeout. Let's see.
So do you run regular timing rules now? Is it incomplete pass, stop the clock, or is it running?
I am not sure.
Okay.
It's my first rodeo at the Ken Lantzy game.
Right.
Quarterback is Chase Kissel of Bishop Guilfoyle. They won the PIAA state title. Beat Northern Cambria in the District 6 title. He's airing it out down the right sideline.
Oh,
great catch by Ty Dumb of Northern Cambria. Yeah, first down, Ty. You're right. That was well done on both ends. Kissel to Dumb.
I don't think it could have been in any better coverage.
40-yard gain.
I mean, Cody Yeager was right there, turned the way he was supposed to turn.
They mark him down at the 42. So we'll go 38 yards officially. And now timeout going to be called. Oh, 2-minute warning. So we'll take a break. Second quarter being presented by our friends at Laurel Highlands Equipment, your construction supplies and rental company. It's 14-7. South over the North. South trying to add one before the break on Renda Digital TV.
Baltimore Life Insurance Companies has been dedicated to making a difference where it matters most. We stand for openness, honesty, integrity, and respect, striving to strengthen our communities every day. Life insurance is more than a policy. It's about fulfilling dreams, supporting families, and building a better future. Maria and Sharkey from the Baltimore Life Company's Duncansville office wish the best of luck to all the athletes in tonight's game. The Baltimore Life Insurance Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most.
Back with you at Johnstown High school, 2-minute warning, 14-7. South trying to do some more damage, Coach.
Yeah, back and forth. I think they all know their personnel now. They're just setting up matchups. You know, these rules really lead to matchups. You know, so when you have 3 to the field, you're going to have single coverage of the boundary. There's no way around it with the rules.
Kissel to pass, flushed.
He had 2.
Backside pressure coming too, and he's sacked back inside the 50. Let's see if we can pick up that number. Looks like a 2. Come on.
Is that 24?
21, I think.
Derek Height of Penn Cambria. Yeah. That's probably the 3rd play he's made deep in the backfield.
Timeout called by the North. With 1:48 remaining, our coverage from Johnstown will continue on Renda Digital TV.
The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals Company is pleased to sponsor this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game. The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals goal is to provide quality personalized service to contractors and homeowners. They specialize in safety glasses, hard hats, high visibility vest, gloves, earplugs, dust masks, fall arrest systems. For a full list of services, contact the Laurel Highlands Constructions and Rentals in Johnstown.
Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria and Indiana Fuel and Oil are proud to be a sponsor of the area's outstanding all-star football players. Rely on the Smith team and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria can also help you with bulk propane deliveries. A veteran-owned business with 2 great locations, available for all your fuel and heating needs. Good luck, players and coaches. From the area's go-to fuel provider, Smith Coal and Oil.
Back with you at Johnstown High School. Out of that timeout and an incomplete pass from Kissel, we're going to have 3rd down and about 19 to go for the South with 1:40 left.
Mason Mento got a lot of pressure on him right away.
Bottom of your screen is Brady Steiner. They fake the jet. Kissel with pressure again. Throws underneath. He has Steiner. Steiner breaks 1 tackle with the 40. Tackled from behind by Derek Height of Penn Cambria. Going to be short of a 1st down, but very manageable 4th down and about 3 upcoming.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, that was a 15-yard hustle play.
Look, some of the band guys on the screen, Coach. You know, the band, the cheerleaders. There's a lot of fun here tonight.
A lot of people involved, a lot of kids involved that are at the top of their, their activity for their age group.
4th down and 3. And the pass thrown, and it is caught.
That's a big-time
by
tackle.
Grady Snyder, and they prevent him from getting the 1st down.
Joe Penna from Richland saves the 1st down.
Yeah. I think when he released that ball, we both thought that's going to be a new set of downs.
Yeah, really good individual tackling. I mean, we really haven't seen bad tackling, penalties, maybe pass blocking. Probably not as crisp as the coaches would want, but they'll fix that at halftime. Sometimes the blitz rule gets violated a little bit in this game with a quick read, they call it.
1st down and 10, football at the 35-yard line. And they're going to throw a streak down the right sideline and some jostling. And is that intercepted? No, it's caught. What a catch by Aaron Bowers of Northern Bedford.
I need the replay. Wow. What a play. He had to take it from him on the way down. Like, I thought
35-yard, 34-yard pass.
Oh, and Tedrow had it. Wow. What a play. I mean, again, perfect coverage right where you're supposed to be.
And we did have a replay on our monitor there. What a catch. Passing again. And Slinekopper throwing downfield, overshoots his intended receiver near the right flag. Good coverage.
Good coverage, clean pocket, though. He had a chance to, make a play.
Down to 24 ticks on the 1st half clock.
So unless the rules have changed, I don't think you can blitz.
No, you can't. You
so, obviously, it's way more visible right now because of time and score and where we're at in the half.
Jogging off the field for the North, Bodileo from Portage. And Schleinkoffer steps up, going to keep it. And the South does a great job limiting him to a yard, and we're going to have
Devlin
a timeout.
Devlin Cordish, great tackle, great form tackle.
Red Dragon of Purchase Line.
Red Dragon.
Timeout North. We'll take 1-2. Second quarter brought to you by Laurel Highlands Equipment on Renda Digital TV.
Smith Coal and Oil.
Horses is hospitality. Sit right down and enjoy a great meal. Horses is hospitality. Delicious food, lots of hoss appeal. You'll love our famous fresh salad bar. The freshest near or far. Your hometown steakhouse, wherever you are. Horses Steak and Sea House. Horses is hospitality.
Back with you, 3rd down and 8.
Single coverage to the boundary. 4 receivers really to the top of the screen.
Schleinkoffer going to throw.
He's got him.
And a diving attempt at the goal line, incomplete. Intended for Wesley Horsch. And it's 4th down. They have an outstanding kicker, but this would be, what, about 47 yards for Ridcote?
Are they thinking about it? No, they're not. They're not. Noah McCoy from Marion Center was in the coverage there. I mean, the South's getting the ball, so.
Going to be a timeout again called by the North. We'll take one with them. We'll get out as quickly as we can. It's 14-7 back after this on Renda Digital TV.
Are you looking to freshen up your home? Visit Leading Edge Supply and Design Center in Davidsville today. Start from the ground up with their selection of flooring, including hardwood, ceramic tile, and LVTs. They carry cabinets from well-known brands like KraftMaid and Birch, and their design software allows you to easily visualize your space. Or maybe a fresh coat of PPG paint will do the trick. You'll find it all at Leading Edge Supply. If you're considering going to the big box stores, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Look at the cheerleaders on our screen here, and again, what did you count, about 20 of them down there on this side?
On each sideline, probably, right? Probably 40 to 50
it's
girls.
Maybe they do it same as the players, 20 on 20 offense, 20 defense, 20 cheerleaders on one side,
Right.
20 on the other.
Right.
Does conditioning, because of that, really isn't a factor, is it?
I don't know. I
only-
guess it depends when they're practicing, how hot it is out at the time.
But most of these players are used to playing both ways, and in a game like this, you're only playing one way.
I agree with you on that, right. And coaching adjustments can be made because you have your team coming over to the sideline. Oh.
Throwing down the middle of the field, diving, and incomplete. Intended for the North's Mark Letary.
Broken up by Owen Tedrow of Bedford.
So just 4 ticks on the clock and put a lid on this second quarter. Going to have a halftime guest joining me, Kenny Cesar from First Summit Bank. Probably, well, I was going to say take a knee, but no, you'll probably throw one underneath or throw a deep ball.
Hook and ladder. You got one of those?
You got a big
something
arm
like
from
that?
Kissel down the left sideline, and it's caught. How about that? Kissel to Grady Snyder of Central Cambria, but the first half is over. But Kissel showing off that arm of his where he threw for an amazing 3,358 yards on his way to a state title at Guilfoyle for Justin Wheeler. Teams will head to the locker room. Again, we thank our second quarter sponsor, Laurel Highlands Equipment, your construction supplies and rental company. Stay with us. Our EMB Computing halftime show is coming up next. EMB Computing, the technology experts. As we go to break, 14-7 South over North. It's been entertaining here on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Ben.
R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments as well as social and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Exciting news! R4H is now certified to provide CPR, first aid, and AED classes to our local community. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, R4H is looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com or scan the QR code located at the bottom of this ad. Full-time, part-time, and casual positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
We are R4H.
Fresh. Oh, the sound of the word fresh. Thoughts of healthy and wholesome, especially when it comes from down on the farm. Market 1911 does just that. Sells farm fresh chicken, pork, beef, and cage-free eggs. Taste the difference farm fresh can make. Visit Market 1911 at the Rhodes Family Farm, 1254 Harvey Road in Ligonier, or on Facebook. And proud to support all the Ligonier Valley players and coaches playing in this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game.
Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
American Legion Fox P.O. Post 506 in Carrolltown salutes all the athletes in tonight's Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. Your dedication, teamwork, and spirit make our community proud. Best of luck tonight and in all your future endeavors. And don't forget, we're now serving Double D Carrolltown Legion Pizza Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9, Friday till 10. Join us for the Sangria Bar, Sunday, June 29th from 11 to 3. 3 32-ounce buckets, just $6. Good luck, All-Stars, from your hometown heroes at Post 506.
The Rembrandt Club, a proud sponsor of Cambria Heights Athletics, wishes the Highlanders players the best of luck in tonight's All-Star Football Classic. The Rembrandt Club has a long tradition of supporting the Cambria Heights School District, student-athletes, cheerleading, and band organizations. Garrett, Marshall, Trey, Stephen, Luke, and Coach Lewis, you have made our community proud with a tremendous season. Good luck, CH athletes and coaches, from everyone at the Rembrandt Club.
Is your bathroom old and outdated? Maybe it's time for a fresh new look. Did you know that Mahalco's is a leader in bathroom remodeling? If you're interested in remodeling a bathroom or adding a new bathroom to your home at a great price, count on the pros at Mahalco's. Did you know that Mahalco's has been remodeling homes for over 40 years? We have offices in Altoona, Johnstown, and State College. If you're looking for a fair price and quality service, you can always count on the pros at Mahalco's.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Do you have joint pain, a sprain, or a broken bone? Don't wait. Come on in to Chan Soon Shang Medical Center at Winbur's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic, now conveniently located in Richland. Our experienced and caring team is ready to give you a fast, accurate diagnosis and treatment plan at a lower cost. Plus, you have on-site access to services like x-rays, ultrasound-guided injections, casting, bracing, and same-day physical therapy evaluations. For information, visit winburcare.org.
side, set up first and goal at the 9, and Quincy Swain, the quarterback, scored from 3 yards out, capping off an 8-play, 52-yard drive that took 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Then later, a 6-play, 57-yard drive took 3:38. Grady Snyder, a 3-yard run, made it 14-0. But the North did come back with 5 minutes left in the first half. Aaron Bowers' touchdown reception, and Ritko added the extra point. Noah Ritko from Richland to cut the lead in half at 14-7. It was an entertaining first half, well played. We'll be getting to the stats a little bit later in our EMB Computing halftime show. It will continue, and we will have our guest Kenny Cesor, Vice President of First Summit Bank. He'll be with us when we return. He's been there a long time at First Summit, about 43 years. It's 14-7 as the band plays on here. Let's just, as we go to break, see if we can pick up just a little bit, and then we'll get you to our break and come back with Kenny. Good sound provided by these musicians from a variety of schools as well. EMB Computing Halftime Show continues after this on Renda Digital TV.
Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
American Legion Fox P.O. Post 506 in Carrolltown salutes all the athletes in tonight's Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. Your dedication, teamwork, and spirit make our community proud. Best of luck tonight and in all your future endeavors. And don't forget, we're now serving Double D Carrolltown Legion Pizza Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9, Friday till 10. Join us for the Sangria Bar, Sunday, June 29th from 11 to 3. 3 32-ounce buckets, just $6. Good luck, All-Stars, from your hometown heroes at Post 506.
The Rembrandt Club, a proud sponsor of Cambria Heights Athletics, wishes the Highlanders players the best of luck in tonight's All-Star Football Classic. The Rembrandt Club has a long tradition of supporting the Cambria Heights School District, student-athletes, cheerleading, and band organizations. Garrett, Marshall, Trey, Stephen, Luke, and Coach Lewis, you have made our community proud with a tremendous season. Good luck, CH athletes and coaches, from everyone at the Rembrandt Club.
Is your bathroom old and outdated? Maybe it's time for a fresh new look. Did you know that Mahalco's is a leader in bathroom remodeling? If you're interested in remodeling a bathroom or adding a new bathroom to your home at a great price, count on the pros at Mahalco's. Did you know that Mahalco's has been remodeling homes for over 40 years? We have offices in Altoona, Johnstown, and State College. If you're looking for a fair price and quality service, you can always count on the pros at Mahalco's.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Do you have joint pain, a sprain, or a broken bone? Don't wait. Come on in to Chan Soon Shang Medical Center at Winbur's Orthopedic Walk-In Clinic, now conveniently located in Richland. Our experienced and caring team is ready to give you a fast, accurate diagnosis and treatment plan at a lower cost. Plus, you have on-site access to services like x-rays, ultrasound-guided injections, casting, bracing, and same-day physical therapy evaluations. For information, visit winburcare.org.
Back with you at Trojan Stadium at Johnstown High School, the Ken Lantzy game, the 54th edition, 14-7 South over the North. And I have Kenny Cezur, the Vice President of First Summit Bank, the presenting sponsor of this game. You've been with the bank a while, right? 43 years,
43
I'm told.
Years. The interesting part, the bank's 100 years old. So I've been around almost half the time the bank has been here. But the biggest key I would like to do, we're also pleased to be the co-presenting sponsor for tonight's video stream, on top of being the corporate sponsor for this. But most importantly, for everyone to understand, the First Summit Bank, again, for 100 years is a local community bank, and everything that we're doing here, a shout out to all the First Summit Bank customers. You could see your money in play at what we're doing at something like this. We're also with the AAABA in Johnstown. We're at the Somerset Fire and Ice Fest. Portage, we're out at the Potato Fest, or Portage at the Summer Fest out there. We're in every community doing things for you. This is where you see your money go back into it. Everything we take in, our profits go back out to the institutions that we have here, nonprofits, and we're thrilled to be part of what we can do here. So big shout out to the First Summit Bank customers. Anyone else looking to do something with us, please keep us in mind. You can see what we do here at the bank.
It's fantastic. And your support of amateur athletics, as you mentioned, in this game is so special, has been back to 1971. And the history, just to have Ken Lantzy himself here tonight, gave me chills.
Well, if you look at all the communities that we support through, we have 100, we're 100 years old now, 17 offices in various counties, all touching Cambria. With the softball teams, the baseball teams, all the sponsorships that we put back into communities to help our kids grow and do things like this is incredible. I also want to throw one more shout out. We have a new CEO at the bank. Allison Johnson has recently been promoted to our CEO and has a mission to follow Amber Laslow's mission of being the top community bank in a community like that. So we're out there, keep us in mind. And starting next week, part of this promotion that we've had here with the game and everything, we are going to have a super CD special. So look out on the news, check your papers. We're going to have multiple offerings out there. Help support us.
Thank you so much for doing this and your support. We were talking off, Mike, how much it costs housing all of the players at UPJ, and that price tag, I understand, going up. The band members, the cheerleaders. It's a big budget item, isn't it?
It's a huge budget item like that, and everything goes up every year. This is First Summit Bank's third year of sponsoring this. We have a 10-year commitment to this. So it's huge, but when you look back that this has been going on for 50 years, and how many, you have 80 players out there tonight, how many players have played in Ken Lantzy and can say, I was part of this experience? So it's a great thing for the athletes.
Kenny Cezur, Vice President of First Commonwealth Bank.
First Summit Bank.
What am I saying? What did I say? Commonwealth?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, because I'm so used to right up the street from us. My apologies. First Summit Bank. And there is a First Summit Bank in Indiana, too, on Route 286.
286.
So, yeah, my apologies to you. So
right.
that'll get me fired in a hurry by you. So, Kenny Cezur from First Summit Bank, and we thank you for your involvement in everything that the bank does, not only in the Johnstown region, but in the many communities that you serve.
And if you look even at the First Summit Arena, I mean, we've got that back on track again. You can see of all the institutions in town how much we support the communities that we're in like that. So look forward to next week.
All right. Thanks for doing this. Looking forward to a great second half. 14-7 South leading the North. First Summit Bank is the presenting sponsor of the game and co-presenting sponsor of our broadcast tonight. He's Kenny Cezur. I'm Mark Burdick, coming back with more on Renda Digital TV.
1882, the Baltimore Life Insurance Companies has been dedicated to making a difference where it matters most. We stand for openness, honesty, integrity, and respect, striving to strengthen our communities every day. Life insurance is more than a policy. It's about fulfilling dreams, supporting families, and building a better future. Maria and Sharkey from the Baltimore Life Company's Duncansville office wish the best of luck to all the athletes in tonight's game. The Baltimore Life Insurance Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most.
Life is full cross, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership
Sit right down and enjoy a great meal. Hosses is hospitality, delicious food with lots of hoss appeal. You'll love our famous fresh salad bar. The freshest near or far. Your hometown steakhouse, wherever you are. Hosses Steak and Sea House. Hosses is hospitality.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
Go ahead. Back with you at Trojan Stadium in Johnstown with head coach Ed Dalton joining me for the broadcast. Coach, that was a lot of fun in the first half.
It was 5 or 6 near misses, so there could be a lot more scoring. If I'm in there at halftime, both teams got to solve some line issues because the line thing kind of broke down a little bit, so the passing game wasn't as good.
So there are adjustments in an all-star game.
Yeah, I think there are. I mean, they'll get good input from kids that are really good, and it's easier to make adjustments when they're giving you real information.
Some athletes out there.
Athletes everywhere, big play guys. I think they know the matchups now. I think that's something. Yeah, there could be a lot of scoring. I'm telling you, there were 5 near misses. We could have like a 32-25 game right now on those balls that we just missed down the field.
South will get the ball to start the second half. How important is the first possession?
I think it's important for the North. I mean, I really think it's important. They can't allow them to have a quick score or something like that and then change what they're able to do. So it's been a well-played game so far. Hopefully I'll do a better job as the color guy and get more defenders' names.
We're going to check the stats and get ready for the second half when we return 14-7 South over the North, the Ken Lantzy game, 54th edition, right here from Trojan Stadium on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Ben.
R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments, as well as social and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Exciting news! R4H is now certified to provide CPR, first aid, and AED classes to our local community. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, R4H is looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com or scan the QR code located at the bottom of this ad. Full-time, part-time, and casual positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals Company is pleased to sponsor this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game. The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals goal is to provide quality personalized service to contractors and homeowners. They specialize in safety glasses, hard hats, high visibility vest, gloves, earplugs, dust masks, fall arrest systems. For a full list of services, contact the Laurel Highlands Constructions and Rentals in Johnstown.
Is your bathroom old and outdated? Maybe it's time for a fresh new look. Did you know that Mahalco's is a leader in bathroom remodeling? If you're interested in remodeling a bathroom or adding a new bathroom to your home at a great price, count on the pros at Mahalco's. Did you know that Mahalco's has been remodeling homes for over 40 years? We have offices in Altoona, Johnstown, and State College. If you're looking for a fair price and quality service, you can always count on the pros at Mahalco's.
Are you looking to freshen up your home? Visit Leading Edge Supply and Design Center in Davidsville today. Start from the ground up with their selection of flooring, including hardwood, ceramic tile, and LVTs. They carry cabinets from well-known brands like KraftMaid and Birch, and their design software allows you to easily visualize your space. Or maybe a fresh coat of PPG paint will do the trick. You'll find it all at Leading Edge Supply. If you're considering going to the big box stores, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Welcome you back to our EMB Computing halftime show. EMB Computing, the technology experts. Let's take a look at the stats. They're brought to you by Smith Coal and Oil. Rely on Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all of your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. Taking a look at the team stats, first of all, rushing for the South, 59 yards, 78 for the North. Passing, 69 for the North, 162 for the South. Total yardage, 221 to 147, favoring the South. Also, time of possession, 15:38 for the South, 14:42 for the North. Pretty balanced there. First down, South 7, North 5. Third down conversions, 1 of 6 for the North, 2 of 8 for the South. Fourth downs, 0 for 1 for the South, 1 for 3 for the North. There was interception for the North. And for the South, 2 interceptions and a fumble when they were knocking on the door, or this game would not be as tight as it is. Penalties, the North really have hurt themselves. 5 penalties, 55 yards, and the South playing clean. Not pretty clean. They're playing perfect. No penalty yardage. South punted twice for a 30-yard average. Actually, that should be the North because Ritko was the punter. Individual stats for the South. Leading the ground game was Quincy Swaim, 5 carries, 43 yards, and a touchdown. Snyder, 3 yards rushing, but one of them went for a touchdown. Kissel, the quarterback, 11 yards rushing. All told, 9 rushes, 59 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Kissel passing was 10 of 16 for 127 yards and an interception. Swaim, 3 of 5 for 35 yards passing. For the North, leading the ground game, it was Gavin Harold out of Penn Cambria with 46 yards rushing on 6 carries, 34 yards on 5 carries for Mark Letary, and all totaled 16 carries, 78 yards. Passing, Cornell was 2 for 7 for 44 yards and an interception. And also Vaughn Sleinkopper was 4 of 9 for 65 yards and a touchdown. Harold, 1 pass. Gavin Harold, he was 0 for 1. Set for kickoff. Stats presented by Smith Coal and Oil. Rely on Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all of your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. It'll be the North's Ritko. Noah Ritko of Richland kicking off. We're ready to play some second half football from the 54th Ken Lantzy All-Star Game.
Let's see if they can flip the field. Here we go.
Ritko's kick heading toward the end zone, and it's going to fly into the end zone, lands 5 yards deep.
Impressive. That's impressive. That's quite a weapon.
You know, I saw there were a lot of good kickers this past football season, especially around the Heritage Conference that I cover regularly.
I mean, there's no bigger play than a punt or a kickoff. I mean, there's just no bigger yardage play than either of those.
It's a weapon.
Definitely is a weapon.
When you're
when you
giving up,
have it, and when you don't have it, it's definitely a disadvantage.
When you're
definitely a disadvantage.
You're watching your opponent start at the 40 or 45-yard line.
And you're worried about a squib putting it on the ground and hoping you tackle a guy.
1st and 10. Quarterback is Quincy Swaim from Bedford. And not much there for Swaim. He'll gain a
Polenic from
couple.
Penn's Manor.
Boy, what a football player
he's a
Coach.
force. I mean, what
Strong.
takeoff he has.
Track star.
He gets in there. He gets hands on. He gets separation. He's a player.
Gold medalist, I believe, at the PIAA track meet.
I think I saw his picture in the Gazette like last week. He's definitely a presence.
Second down and 7. They fake the jet and give it up the middle. And spinning for some yardage, breaking a tackle, heading far sideline is Grady Snyder of Central Cambria. He's going to be very close to that lead chain, but I think they stop him at about the 29-yard line. Good defense.
Yeah, good gang tackle there. I think it was Jude Magura from Richland, 19.
Third down and a yard. Ty Dumb checks in. Let's see where he lines up. Because if you get the ball into his hands, he's dynamic.
I mean, if this is a basketball game, you got to get him the ball. Like he's a matchup nightmare.
They got to take a timeout. Third quarter, by the way, is being presented by InSync Rehabilitation, getting you back in the game. We'll be back in the game when we return on Renda Digital TV.
Getting you up and back in the game. That is what InSync Rehabilitation can do for you. No matter if you're a trained athlete or a weekend warrior, InSync Rehab is passionate about your recovery. With state-of-the-art equipment and proven therapy techniques, InSync Rehab can enhance and expedite your recovery. To schedule a consultation, call InSync Rehabilitation in Ligonier at 724-238-2099. InSync Rehabilitation, the official therapy provider and certified athletic trainers of the Ligonier Valley Rams.
The Gap Federal Credit Union is a proud sponsor of high school athletics and congratulates both teams. Stop in at one of their 4 locations and inquire about becoming a member and qualifying for Gap Federal Credit Union member services, savings, and special loan offers. To inquire, go to their webpage or contact one of their 4 offices, Richland, Johnstown, Altoona, or New Stanton. The Gap Federal Credit Union is there for you.
Back with you, quarterback Quincy Swaim kept for a first down from one side of the 30 to the other. He only needed a yard. He got 2. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 31.
Derek Height from Penn Cambria. That's got to be like his 5th tackle.
Quincy Swaim out of Bedford completed 69 of 159 for 954 yards his senior year. And he's going to be flushed. And he has running room to the 35 and spun down up near the 40. Going to be tackled at about the 39-yard line.
Kind of swam him by, and he took off. Really good job. He got maybe a little bit too deep. Got deeper than the quarterback, the D front.
So it'll be 2nd down and 2.
This is a good play calling down. So nobody with a gadget or anything yet.
Not yet.
Know, for an all-star game, you would think if you have one.
You mentioned earlier maybe they were setting something
like
up for
a
later.
double pass or something, right?
Brady Steiner from Hollidaysburg, slot receiver. And Caleb Dolney from Northern Cambria, and it's the quarterback. Boy, there's some hard-nosed running as he leans close to midfield. That is Quincy Swaim of Bedford. Pretty good wheels for the quarterback. And the South has something going here.
Joe Penn on the stop, but yeah, maybe they found their niche. Quarterback run game, get a matchup.
Thanks to our co-presenting sponsors, First Summit Bank, they're here for you. And Baltimore Life Company's over 140 years of protecting what matters most, protecting your dream, providing for your future. New set of downs, and the handoff goes to Grady Snyder. And Snyder, a yard to midfield.
So they brought those 2 slots in tighter. It was almost like a double tight look, and maybe changes the box a little bit. Dylan Stevens from United made the tackle. Number 20. So as a coach, sometimes you want to be fair. You're trying to you're looking left and right. You got great players everywhere. You're trying to get them in and out. They're eager kids. They're not used to being on the sideline.
Right.
So there's a lot going on.
Swaim to pass, pressure coming. He's hit as he releases. Receiver downfield, can't quite catch up. Intended for Brady Steiner out of Hollidaysburg, who had 45 receptions for just under 800 yards his senior year, 12 touchdown passes. So now the South stuck in neutral, and it's 3rd down and 9.
Well, Isaac Walensky came clean off the edge. He made him throw that ball a lot different foot position than he wanted to be.
Walensky,
now he's to the field now.
Heck of a football player from Portage. 3rd down and 9.
It's a hard guy to block like that wide 9 way out there.
Swaim Flushed out of the pocket. Pocket collapses. Down he goes, making that's, I thought it was 55, but I don't have a 55 on my roster.
And you can't go by their helmet stickers because it's not theirs. 25?
25, okay.
Yeah, 25.
That would be Mason Mento
From
of Penn Cambria.
Yeah, they're aggressive. They're defenders. You can see why they were so good.
Mento played for Felis at Penn Cambria. He'll be moving on, however, to 6A school out toward Philadelphia, Neshaminy.
I mean, that's a league of giant schools of thousands of kids a class. Literally, a lot of those schools have 12 to 1,500 kids a class.
Crazy. Fourth down, punt formation for the South. Good job by the North defense. Excellent punt high into the LED lights here at Trojan Stadium. And short return.
Kept them on the sideline, too.
Looked like that on the return was Letary. 44-yard punt.
Grady Snyder from Central Cambria made a tackle. So they're right there. They're right on the line of scrimmage. We're going to play a little faster, maybe no huddle. Maybe that's a change. See if you can wear them out. I mean, same amount of kids, though. Tight end look. Little swing pass.
That swing pass is caught
12.
By Gavin Harold of Penn Cambria.
Luke Mullaney made the tackle from Cambria Heights 30. No huddle again, right at the line. Playing a little faster. I mean, sometimes you just ask the kids at halftime, what do you guys think? You know, they say, let's play fast. Let's get more plays in. Let's try to be more explosive.
Second down and 8. They reposition Aaron Bowers of Northern Bedford. Receiver at the bottom of the screen. And they hand it off, and nothing going on there.
Marshall Eckenrode from Cambria Heights got like 1.5 yards on the snap. Like lean and quick he is.
Hayden Webb on that carry. Eckenrode.
This is a big third down. Because the field position would dramatically change right here.
Yep, for sure. Third down and 8.
The matchup's nearest to us. That's where he's going.
And it's overthrown. Yeah. Intended receiver was Bowers. Nate Cornell from Forest Hills, the quarterback, just off target there.
Good defense by Tadro. I think that might have been like a choice route, and the receiver thought curl, and the quarterback thought go.
Back deep.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough players. No, there we go.
Trey Tribus, what an athlete he was. They used him in a variety of roles. They had a lot of interchangeable parts, Jared Lewis's Highlanders this past football season.
Oh.
Kick is a shank. And coach is saying, get out of the way. And it's going to bounce.
Not doing him any good either, the bounce.
No, it's going to be around the 30-yard line. Maybe
9-yard punt, maybe?
20, 28. Let's see. 7-yard punt.
7-yard punt, wow.
Well, that opens the door, doesn't it?
So to me, this is like sudden change almost, because you got the momentum. Maybe take a shot right now. End zone shot. Don't give it to them. But let's take a shot right here.
Football is at the 28-yard line. Quarterback remains Quincy Swaim out of Bedford. Quincy takes the shotgun snap. Quincy, pump fake, now dancing around. Boots to his right, has some turf to work with.
He's more dangerous right now than he is sometimes on the regular play.
Stop and go, throws on the run, incomplete. He ran a mile and had to avoid a lot of pursuit from the blue jerseys. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, they handled the post right away. He was looking to go to the post, and
If an incomplete pass could be fun to watch, that one was fun to watch.
Yeah, it's Manziel-like, huh? Maybe a little bit Manziel-like.
Certainly not Aaron Rodgers-like.
Oh, man. Marcus Eckenrode took the play away. He jumped the post.
Chase Kissel, the quarterback now.
I like wheels when you're playing 4 or 5 yards off. It's a hard thing to defend in a man.
Low snap, but Kissel handles it, heaves it
Four
for the
verticals.
end zone toward the flag. Incomplete. Good attempt by Ty Dumb. Broken up, I think, by Gauss and Hayden Hutzel from Berlin.
Yep. I mean, just 4 verts. He got the ball in his hands. Good play by the defender. Good play by the...
Now that I misread the number. It was Owen Claycomb from Chestnut Ridge.
So is this 2 downs? Obviously.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe run the Q once.
Sam Yanitz could get in the act here too, but
there
he's
we go.
protecting. He did a
Did
good job in protection. Throws for the end zone, open receiver, caught, touchdown. Brady Steiner from Hollidaysburg. Kissel connects again. And the South extends their lead. They take advantage of the short punt, and it's 20-7.
We got a light show going on here in J-Town. Pretty cool.
LED lights. Kissel to Steiner.
He got a yard. He got a yard, and he made a nice throw.
PAT to come. Kicker is Michael Kashotti.
Not saying anything.
Holder is Quincy Swain.
He's had a kick blocked, right?
Yep. And he's had another one blocked.
Yep. They got all kinds of pressure.
20-7 our score, third quarter being presented by InSync Rehabilitation. InSync Rehabilitation getting you back in the game, and we will be back with more Ken Lantzy game when we return on Renda Digital TV.
General Stores are a proud sponsor of high school athletics and congratulates both teams on their success. There are many good reasons why you should shop at your local Martin General Store. Monthly specials on a variety of hot and cold sandwiches, wraps, pizza, and deli items, and if you don't have a Martin Gold Star Rewards card, just stop at your local store and apply to save on food specials and gas for your vehicle. These are just a few good reasons why you should be shopping at your local Martin General Store.
The kid that caught the touchdown pass,
Yeah.
I mean, Steiner?
I mean, the Q might be the MVP, but he's
Kissel, yeah.
Yeah, he's the position player MVP.
We are back on Renda Digital TV. Drive. Oh, they are.
So we got a penalty and we're going again?
Yeah. I have my monitor in front of me. I didn't even notice. So we're going to try this again out of the hold of
So I think
Quincy Swain.
Penna might have blocked 2 kicks already. At number 30, I'm ISO camming on him.
Snap put down. The kick is up, and this kick is good.
Didn't get through that time.
So it's 21-7. Give you the drive summary when we return, brought to you by Memorial Highway Chevrolet. 20-7 South, 54th Ken Lantzy All-Star Game on Renda Digital TV.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Kittanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria and Indiana Fuel and Oil are proud to be a sponsor of the area's outstanding all-star football players. Rely on the Smith team and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. Smith Coal and Oil in Northern Cambria can also help you with bulk propane deliveries. A veteran-owned business with 2 great locations, available for all your fuel and heating needs. Good luck, players and coaches. From the area's go-to fuel provider, Smith Coal and Oil.
It is so frustrating to...
Wasn't there a Ray Trivis that was
Back with you at Trojan Stadium in Johnstown, 21-7 our score. The Memorial Highway Chevrolet Drive summary: 3 plays, 28 yards, took 34 seconds in Windber, Somerset, and their new location in West Mifflin. Memorial Highway Chevrolet North returning the kickoff, and with the football, zigging and zagging his way is Wesley Horsch from Northern Bedford. And he stopped over the 20-yard line.
Marshall Eckenrode on the tackle, 16.
Marshall, excellent player at Cambria Heights.
Okay.
Dad on the coaching staff here tonight, too.
This is the drive you have to answer. You got to get some points here.
Line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line, it appears. Scoreboard says 21, but you look at that lead chain, it's at the 32. Pass out in the flat, just a little bit too far for the intended receiver, Gavin Harold from Penn Cambria.
I mean, they're playing off coverage in man, so they're trying to throw like a post-flat combination, and it's open, but it's not the easiest throw, to be honest. You got to get your feet right.
Nate Cornell, the quarterback out of Forest Hills, who threw for 1,700+ yards and 17 touchdowns. Repositions Gavin Harold. He's going to give up the middle, and good interior defense by the South.
56.
56.
Edward Richards
from Windber. Also Sam Schaefer from Conemaugh Township.
Some schools just breed defenders. I feel like Windber is one of those schools.
3rd down and 8 for the North. And Cornell throws incomplete, overshot his intended receiver, Gavin Harold. So they're going to have to send the punt team out a quick 3 and out.
Hunter Carr got a little heat on him from Ligonier. He had to get rid of the ball sooner than he wanted. That's obviously not the drive that they needed right there. All right, well, flip the field.
Yeah, you're going to need a better punt this time.
Yeah, flip the field.
That's another thing. It's tough in an all-star game because you haven't punted forever.
Correct.
Noah Ritko out of Richland to punt. And he gets this one away, and it's a much better kick. And it's fielded and dropped by the South's Quincy Swaim. He does recover, and there's a flag on the play as he returns it to about midfield. And let's see what this penalty is all about.
Maybe a block in the back on 4.
Well, they sorted out. We're going to step out. 7-11 left in the 3rd quarter. It's 21-7, South over the North on Renda Digital TV.
So frustrating to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars repairing your vehicle only to take it back for the same problem? At Memorial Highway Chevrolet, we're different. Introducing the Memorial Highway Chevrolet Repair for Life. Regardless of where you purchase your vehicle, repair your vehicle at Memorial Highway Chevrolet, and any repair over $200 is guaranteed for life. No more repeat repairs, no more wasted money, just peace of mind for life. Memorial Highway Chevrolet. Service today, coverage for life.
The Rembrandt Club, a proud sponsor of Cambria Heights Athletics, wishes the Highlanders players the best of luck in tonight's All-Star Football Classic. The Rembrandt Club has a long tradition of supporting the Cambria Heights School District, student-athletes, cheerleading, and band organizations. Garrett, Marshall, Trey, Stephen, Luke, and Coach Lewis, you have made our community proud with a tremendous season. Good luck, CH athletes and coaches, from everyone at the Rembrandt Club.
Back with you at Trojan Stadium, and on the first play of the new possession, the pass intended for Grady Snyder from Chase Kissel. Incomplete, almost a miraculous catch as he contorted his body.
And Joe Penn in coverage, he had the wheel. The ball was just up in the air a little bit. Yeah, I like ISOs. I like to try to, if you could create a formation where you could get more one-on-one, I mean, you have a chance all the time here because there's really no help. There's no prevent. There's no, you can play off man. That's what you can do and have a free safety.
2nd down and 10. Kissel. He won down the opposite sideline. And Ty Dom catches it at the 30. Makes a little stop-and-go maneuver at the 20, 15, 10. Sensational by Ty Dom. and the South starting to blow this open as you see the LED lights. There's nothing wrong with your TV or mobile device at home. That's the lights flashing, and well-deserved for Ty Dum. What a play. He's covering 66 yards.
And then he got the ball high enough that the athlete made the play. That was great. I mean, you were telling me about him, and obviously, yeah, he's a game changer. So there's also a score rule in this game, isn't there? If a team is down by X amount of points, they can get the ball consecutive times. Is that rule still in?
Coach, you're asking the wrong guy right now.
I haven't coached in the game in an hour, but I'm telling you that used to be the rule.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, leading 27-7. Kissel.
Is this like a fake play? Yep, that's what it was.
And there we go, little gadgetry. Swaim wide open, caught. What a play to Kissel.
Great play call.
The quarterback.
Used to be the O something. You can't say the second word play. And then all of a sudden, there you go. Nice.
29-7 now, 6:47 left. Ty Dum, electrifying touchdown reception, and it's 29-7. Our third quarter being presented by our friends at InSync Rehabilitation, getting you back in the game on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Ben.
R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments as well as social and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Exciting news! R4H is now certified to provide CPR, first aid, and AED classes to our local community. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, R4H is looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com or scan the QR code located at the bottom of this ad. Full-time, part-time, and casual positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
we are R4H.
Michael Kashadi kickoff, and the North returning it. Good kick coverage by the South. And on that return for the North, it was Hayden Webb.
Sam Schaefer made the tackle. We need to find out if there's still a rule where down 14 you can get the ball a second time. So what I'm saying is
one time
you can do that. Okay. All right.
There you go, Coach.
So that's what we need. That's what we need. You know, that's what we need to make this game close. North scores and gets the ball again.
Give you the short drive summary after this first play. Handoff. You know, Adam Rising, the head coach of Marion Center, told me South's going to have a good defense, and they've displayed it.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Like they're stemming right before the snap a little bit, and they're causing some confusion. They absolutely are.
Drive summary brought to you by Memorial Highway Chevrolet, with locations in Windber, Somerset, and their newest location in West Mifflin. 2 plays, 66 yards, 24 seconds, 66-yard bullet from Kissel to Dum. Now throwing downfield, quarterback from the North, Nate Cornell, but it's incomplete, not on the same page there. And
I guess you call that a reroute because they knocked.
Want to thank our co-presenting sponsors tonight. Baltimore Life Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most, protecting your dream, providing for your future. And First Summit Bank, they're here for you. They're here for Ken Lantzy, too, as the presenting sponsor of the game. Their logo right on the cover of that beautiful program we were talking about.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Without their support,
the Bible of Ken Lantzy football.
May not happen this game without their support. And there's a sack. And doing the honors for the South, Ben Messina of Northern Cambria. And the North's going to have to send out the punt team. And Noah Ritko from Richland, he's going to have to ice his foot after this game.
Ben's probably got 2.5 sacks. Dangerous territory now, obviously. The other side of playing fast is if you play fast and things aren't going really well, you're giving them the ball back in 35 seconds. They need something to go their way. Turnover, something.
Ritko's punt, line drive, short, hits at the 42. Nice job catching that ball. And with the football's Quincy Swaim, tell you what, I'm impressed with Swaim, and there's some bumping around.
I mean, they're going at it. Eckenrode with a great tackle. I mean, these guys are going at it.
38-yard punt. Yeah, now you get into sometimes that little bit of trash talking.
Yeah. But this isn't the NBA All-Star game. These guys are, I mean, they're playing. Like, they are, really competing. Playing like their hair's on fire. Well, South can put this game in jeopardy right now.
Kissel remains at quarterback. Trips to the right. And Kissel looks left, little shoulder fake, throws downfield, and not quite able to run under it was Winbur's Evan Brady.
There's just no answer because of the rules to that. You put 3 receivers to the field, you're going to have an ISO on the boundary, and then it's just man on man. You can get a little help from the free, but not really.
2nd down and 10. Turned out to be a beautiful night, didn't it? There was the threat of rain.
And nobody's left their seats. It's a great night to watch. Cheerleaders are still involved.
2nd and 10. Kissel deep drop.
Screen, and they guarded it.
Yeah, he spikes it.
Yeah, 57 sniffed it out a little bit.
North wanted grounding, but Sam Yanitz was right in the neighborhood.
Zach Wilson from Homer kind of read the screen.
The
team down the road.
Yeah, the team down the road. I heard about that. The Wilson, his dad, Mookie, was a good football player. I can remember out at Purchase Line when he was concussed. That was a scary, scary night. One of those I can now say that's when, your kids are going to be born dizzy.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10.
Yeah, good
throwing downfield, incomplete, no flags. Intended for Grady Snyder.
Dylan Stevens from United getting physical with the receiver. Good coverage.
Kissel's a big young man, isn't he?
He is.
He's looking near sideline. Right down below us. So 3 and out. The South. On to punt. Garrett Jasper. He did a great job punting. Let's see if he can get one of his patented kicks high into these lights.
I don't think they have enough players. They look like they're too short.
One trots on, and he's going to be the long snapper. Pretty hard to forget your assignment when you're the long snapper. Yep. Ty Dum came on. Yep. Long snapper.
Delay.
Is David Smith, and delay of game going to be called.
I mean, this is big for the North. Like, block a punt, get a return, get the ball to 50, get a score, and get the ball again. Like, I think that's what I would be just saying to him over and over again. That's the rules of the park in this game.
He'll probably shank one here, but I think Garrett Jasper could be a Division II punter. I'm not sure if he's playing football. I mean, he was an outstanding defensive player. Not like I said.
A piece. I think he got a piece.
Did they partially block it? It's going to roll out of bounds into the north bench.
Derek Height again from Penn Cambria.
4:23 remaining. North will get another shot to try to make this a closer game, and they could take advantage of that rule. A 23-yard punt from Jasper, who made a liar out of me.
Something. Come on, Coach. He's got 3.
North will start at their own 37-yard line.
Trips to the field and the sidecar to the field. It's almost impossible to defend.
Nice pattern, and catching the ball and breaking a tackle for the North is Gavin Harold. First down yardage into South territory to the 47. Gain of 16 yards.
He was hit hard by Noah McCoy at Marion Center.
Coach Rising Just walking at the 40 now to about the 35-yard line. He's going to have a good squad.
Stemmed again. The stem bothered him in the first half. They got people clean.
Going to throw down the left sideline, and it's intercepted by the South. Let's see who has that football. Is at 24 for the South, and that is Gavin Bell of Hollidaysburg. Well, they went for it all.
He had a pretty clean pocket, though. I mean, took a chance.
South
Good decision.
Have it at the 20-yard line.
Equates to a punt if you can get off the field. Equates to a 35-yard punt and down early.
Yannick's in the backfield.
So they're really tight over here. Maybe like a wheel over here. The width of the receivers now just spreading them out to run.
Quincy Swaim. Tell you what, he's been able to run through some tackles for, a shorter a kid that's not real big. He shows me some leg strength. On the tackle, it was Eli Zezesny of Bishop McCourt.
I just made sure that you made that call the first time.
2nd down and 7 for the South. Clock winding down here in this third quarter. We had a tight ball game at the half at 14-7. Or 14-7. Kissel passes. I think his arm was hit as he was releasing that ball. It was intended right down below us to Stephen Nealon.
That was Saundry again from McCourt.
So it'll be 3rd down and 7.
And the clock isn't running. So maybe it was just a bad possession and we made up.
No, it happened quite a bit.
Okay.
So maybe it's like under 3 minutes.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, that's good. Right. Time.
3rd down and 7. Chase Kissel, who unleashed that 66-yard bomb to Ty Dumb on the catch and run.
Where is he? We got a wheel to the top of the screen.
And Nealon open, and it goes through his hands at midfield, and he slaps his hands together and probably saying to himself, I should have had that one. But instead, it's going to be punt formation, although there is a flag down.
Ethan McNulty was in coverage from Conemaugh Valley. Is that where there's a rough, or do we got a hold?
They're talking to the north, so I think it's going to go against the South, and it'll be declined. It is a hold.
All right, so they did what they had to again. They just need an explosive play. Sometimes your best players just have to make a play. It's not the play call, it's the player.
So South sending out the punt team.
So now I think conditioning's a little bit a part of the game, huh? Because they played a lot. They're not quite as crisp as they were in the beginning of the game. Maybe more likely to make a mental error because, you only had a week to get ready, and it's a hot night.
Jasper to punt. And they had 2 men moving, and it's not Canadian rules. Just jump the gun.
Quickly blamed his friend to the outside.
Yep. Thanks to our co-presenting sponsors, First Summit Bank. They're here for you, and Baltimore Life Company's over 140 years of protecting what matters most.
This is a very impressive facility, well thought out. Nice press ball.
Oh, that one's partially blocked, Coach. And it's up for grabs, and it's going to be covered by the North's Ethan McNulty of Cambria County. And the North in business, keep in mind that rule. I'll let Coach Ed Dalton, the new head coach of River Valley, explain that rule one more time for our viewers.
I think
that maybe
if you're
just
down by
tuned in.
14 or more, you can choose to have the ball one time after you score, which is the situation right there. Height blocked that punt. He's having an unbelievable game. So this is it. This is a big drive. Like whatever it is that you think you do really well, I think you need to try to do it right now.
Quarterback for the North
They have a numbers
Nate Cornell.
advantage of the field.
Pressure up the middle, and booting to his right, 15-yard line, forced out of bounds by the South's Sam Schaefer of Conemaugh Township.
So they use a wing as like a tight end look, and they motion across. I thought they had like a half a man advantage because that trailer, if they can block the edge. I like a sweep to that same formation from the boundary.
Now there he went out of bounds, but the clock, they rolled it.
Right.
So I'm not sure of all of the rules.
We got the same formation, just a different way.
Sidecar to the right, and they give it to that sidecar. It's Hayden Webb of Chestnut Ridge.
He cuts back into 7.
Schaefer. Or no. Yeah, Sam Schaefer of the South.
Wow. That was a
third down and 2 for the North.
That was a textbook tackle.
Hayden Webb of Chestnut Ridge rushed for 1,246 yards his senior season. And keeping it is Gavin Harold, trying to get to the edge and fight for first down yardage, and he does a good job of that inside the 10-yard line to set up first and goal. They're in the red zone, the Hutton Blues Insurance red zone. Insurance agents you can trust. That's Hutton Blues Insurance.
I didn't watch him enough to make, during the season to make this comment, but he's like a Riley Leonard, he's just definitely, he's going to will his team to win somehow. Will his team to stay in the game.
Speaking of winning, congratulating the Indiana High baseball team. Finished 26-1, won the state championship today over Montoursville. The top of the 7th inning was amazing. The way they got out of a bases loaded, no out jam to hang on and win. Congratulations to Dan Petroff and the squad. Pass is underthrown by the quarterback Gavin Harold. Flag on the play. See what this penalty is all about. Down to 32 seconds left in this third quarter. Being presented by InSync Rehabilitation, getting you back into the game. Illegal man downfield for the North. So they have hurt themselves at times with penalties.
So it's an RPO, and it kind of helps me a little bit because I'm trying to debate whether or not it's a real RPO or he's told to pull it, but it's an RPO, and he just held on to the ball too long. He wasn't decide run and pass, and his linemen are told to block like it's a run.
So it'll be first and goal. They back it up, though, to the, what about the 14-yard line?
Right. So 3 would get you the ball again, too. So I'm just saying.
And now what?
Lined up offsides, or the ball wasn't spotted right?
They moved the football.
About a yard.
Quarterback again now is Nate Cornell out of Forest Hills. Sidecar to his left is Hayden Webb. Pretty good protection. Throwing for the end zone. Has a receiver open, but overshot him. Had him deep in the right corner. He ran out of our view. Now running back.
Lucas Alexa got a shot on the cue. Shot. Give the North front credit. They're handling that slight movement at the snap. The first half they had a lot of difficulty with it.
That was Austin Yarnick, the intended receiver, who had 57 receptions for Brandon Bailey's pass-happy Richland Rams. He does a great job with that pass offense. Now flushed, sacked. Sacked back at the 25-yard line is Nate Cornell. And bringing a lot of pressure was Jacob Wilson out of Bedford. Yep.
Well, this isn't what you drew up, huh?
No, when you had first and goal from the 9, and now you're back to the 25-yard line and third down and goal. And end of the third quarter. Special thanks to InSync Rehabilitation. We've played 3 from Trojan Stadium, the 54th annual Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. It's South having their way so far, 29-7 on Renda Digital TV.
R4H, this is Ben.
R4H is here when you need us. R4H provides transportation 7 days a week, including holidays. We offer local and long-distance transportation for ambulatory clients, as well as those who require a wheelchair, gurney chair, or stretcher van. We provide transportation to medical appointments as well as social and holiday events. We take pride in providing quality care and professional services to all of our clients. Exciting news! R4H is now certified to provide CPR, first aid, and AED classes to our local community. Due to our rapid growth and increasing need for our services, R4H is looking to expand our team. If you are interested in joining our team as a driver, apply online at rider4h.com or scan the QR code located at the bottom of this ad. Full-time, part-time, and casual positions are available in many locations. R4H Medical Transportation is an equal opportunity employer.
As always, because of you,
We are R4H.
Yeah, we take a look at the cheerleaders on the screen. They worked hard, too, to get ready for this game. Band members. Just a fun night, the Ken Lantzy All-Star game. Third down and goal from the 25. They've gone backwards after advancing to the 9 and overshot that post. I think, again, that was Austin Yarnick trying to break free from Richland.
Noah McCoy in coverage from Marion Center.
So 4th down and goal now. Fourth quarter being presented by 5-Star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get any better than this.
This is probably not the call here, but he screened a lot in the beginning of the game, and they took it away. He hasn't screened in a while. This has got to be obviously an end zone ball.
Yeah, 4th and goal. Booting to his right, and pressure coming, and he's hit hard. Wow, breaking through for
Jacob Wilson of Bedford again. Wow.
Back to back, right?
Yeah, what a series. What a series. And he knocked down the coach celebrator at the 50 on the chest bump.
Well, that has to be demoralizing for the North.
Yeah.
1st and goal at the 9, and you end up back at the 35-yard line. Yep, right at the 35.
Well, the good news is they're 15-minute quarters. Now, do they change what they're going to do and run the ball a little bit, try to eat a little bit of clock or not?
Well, that's a
jet
good
sweep,
question.
Jet sweep, this is the gadget. That was a pass.
Yep, and Swaim, boy, look at him go.
Wow, he can run.
Quincy Swaim looked like he was maybe going to lose 10 yards, and he took off or reversed footing and picked up about 5 up near the 40, or let's see where they put it down. Maybe stepped out of bounds earlier than that. Yep, at the 38-yard line.
Penna made the tackle. Knocked him out of bounds at least.
He's been active, too.
Yeah, he's been very active.
2nd down and 7. Smith Coal & Oil bringing you our stats all night long. Rely on Smith Coal & Oil in Northern Cambria and their sister location, Indiana Fuel & Oil, for all of your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. 2nd and 7. Kissel going to heave left sideline, incomplete.
Well defended.
Intended for Swaim.
Dylan Stevens from United Valley.
So you start putting your plan together on a Sunday, and they tell Quincy, we're going to use you in a variety of ways. And they have, haven't they?
I mean, he's definitely a weapon. He looks like he's tired, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you figure he just had a 55-yard run, and he just had a 35-yard sprint right there.
Warm night, too. Started out even warmer, of course.
There's the wheel, top of the screen.
Thrown.
To the curl.
For a first
Great
down.
decision.
Catching that ball.
Comeback curl. Right.
Gerald Vini Jr. from Greater Johnstown. Well, his first reception, and it was a big one for a first.
Yep. And good decision. Like he threw the under was open.
Chase Kissel. Is that Sam Yanitz in the backfield?
Yeah. It's hard not to put 3 to the boundary and just throw it up to 10 right now. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Take away all the help.
They throw, and it's caught by Dumb.
On the
Those
post.
good hands.
Skinny post.
I mentioned to you, Coach, that Dumb started his career sophomore. He was an electrifying receiver, and then junior year he was forced into being a quarterback due to injury, and never looked
now
back.
you know the rest of the story, right?
Yeah.
Cooper Houston made the tackle from Berlin Brothers Valley.
Just to accentuate the point, 118 of 201 passing for 2,041 yards his senior year for 18 touchdowns.
Stop and go on both sides.
Yeah, and wide open. Nealon runs under it at the 20, knocked out of bounds at the 15-yard line by Owen Claycomb of Chestnut Ridge. Are they saying incomplete?
Saying he was out of bounds.
Oh.
He was bobbling, maybe.
All right. Well, the official's a lot closer than us.
Right. And they haven't over-officiated, which, as a coach, I enjoyed. I think they've called what needs to be called.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 to go.
This isn't 2 down, right? You're going to punt on 4th, right?
I would think, but you're up. Yeah.
We got 10 to the top of the screen.
If it was regular season, you're definitely punting.
We got 10 to the top of the screen.
And Kissel sacked. Back at the 45-yard line. Just wanted to get rid of it and couldn't get it out. And here comes the punt team. Well, I think. Maybe not. Although on a loss, it's 4th behind that. You're behind the chains. 4th and 11. Yeah, they're going to punt it away.
That was Zasdani again. Boy, that's bad pronunciation by me. 88 from McCourt.
Oh, Eli says that me.
Yeah, boy, he's been really, really active. And 30, I don't know how many tackles Penna has. He has a lot.
Garrett Jasper on to punt. They have to hustle on Lane Lambert.
So, I mean, they're tired. I don't think the formation's right. They have too many people in the backfield.
And they run a fake, and it's not going to work at all. Is tackled right near the line of scrimmage was Quincy Swain.
Yeah, I don't think they had 7 men on the line of scrimmage unless this over guy to the top of the screen was on the line of scrimmage. Maybe he was.
Well, Jared Lewis comfortable with the way his defense is playing. Have some fun.
Right.
Regular season game?
Right.
Probably not.
You told me the Marion Center coach guaranteed him a shutout, didn't he, or something like that?
Well, he said Mark is going to be impressed with the defense.
We're going to play the D. And absolutely we are.
Adam Rising. Great job out of Marion Center.
And his team really competes on film. It's the one thing that jumps out at you. They really play every down. All right, what do we have here? How about a screen or a quarterback draw or something to take the heat off him?
New quarterback in there for this series is Sleinkoffer, Vaughn Sleinkoffer from Northern Bedford. He had some big numbers. 128 of 247, completed 60% of his passes for 1,802 yards and 17 touchdowns. 2nd and 10. Clock not running, though.
So didn't Aaron Bowers make the big catch early, 23? Was that the big catch, the size mismatch catch?
Yes.
We'll kind of have that again. There's the stem, moving right before the snap. Guys clean.
Almost tripped up. Going to lose a couple of yards.
And get punished and get hit. Jordan Schweidenwitz from Myersdale on the tackle.
And also Drew Runk of Marion Center was announced by the public address announcer.
You're saying he's better than me? I agree.
You're doing a fine job.
There you go.
Trips bunched at the bottom of your screen.
Single receiver, watch him.
Up top.
Single width.
Sleinkoffer.
Double move.
Throwing deep
like
down
a little bit of a sluggo.
And it
what
is
a
caught.
Catch. What a catch.
At the 10-yard line, it's going to be 1st and goal again. What a catch by the North. On that reception was Ethan Smith of North Star. I don't have any receiving numbers for Ethan. I have rushing numbers on my charts, but he was a receiver on that play and a dang good one.
Yeah, a little slant and go and single coverage, and he got the corner to just, slow his feet. And then he made the second move. Ball was right there. He made a great catch.
North's in the Hutton Blues Insurance Red Zone. Insurance agents you can trust. See if the North can trust the play call here from head coach Nick Felix from Penn Cambria, moving on, however, out east. And the give, and diving into the end zone for a touchdown is the North with that football. It was Gavin Harold of Penn Cambria.
Going with your guys, right?
Now you're going to get the ball back with
and now
that
you're going to
special
get the ball
rule,
back.
right?
Do we go for 1 or 2? Let's do the math. If we get 2 here, we have 15, 22, 29. I'd go for 2. What are they doing? Nope, they have a kicker out. At some point, they're going to have to go for 2.
It is Noah Ritko from Richland, who didn't miss, as I mentioned, in the first half. All regular season long, 54 of 54. He drilled his first one, and this one is punished,
I
isn't
think he
it?
hit the scoreboard.
Kick is good. Something to shout about for the North. It's 29-14, fourth quarter being presented by 5-Star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get any better than this on Renda Digital TV. There's a look. By the way, on our screen, we see Ken Lantzy. Looks to be in great health, doesn't
Yeah, he does. I mean, and then he's got all his Cambria Heights guys out there playing great football.
And the Cambria Heights head coach, Jared Lewis, doing a great job in this game. Coming back with the kickoff right after this.
1882, the Baltimore Life Insurance Companies has been dedicated to making a difference where it matters most. We stand for openness, honesty, integrity, and respect, striving to strengthen our communities every day. Life insurance is more than a policy. It's about fulfilling dreams, supporting families, and building a better future. Maria and Sharkey from the Baltimore Life Company's Duncansville office wish the best of luck to all the athletes in tonight's game. The Baltimore Life Insurance Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most.
At First Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment, just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
Mitsubishi builds it, you want it. 5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona's got it. Take up to $6,500 off a brand new incredible 7-passenger Outlander, up to $4,500 off a brand new Eclipse Cross, and up to $2,500 off a brand new Outlander Sport. Mitsubishis carry the best warranty on the planet, and you get free scheduled maintenance. The Mitsubishi Giant, best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Back with you at Trojan Stadium. Our Memorial Highway Chevrolet Drive summary: 3 plays, 45 yards, took a minute 46. Locations in Windber, Somerset, and the newest location in West Mifflin. Kickoff, and a good one. Coming near side with the football for the North is Gavin Harold. So they take advantage of that rule in this all-star game where you score, and one time in the game you can say we're going to receive it again, and that's what they did. So they score here, and then
I think that's I think from the original rule, I think that's a rule change. I think it could keep happening in the old days. Marshall Eckenrode made the tackle.
Cambria Heights, outstanding two-way player. Lewis had so many interchangeable parts. If you were broadcasting their game, you had to beware because he just used him in a variety of ways. North from their own 30. And quarterback remains Vaughn Sleinkoffer. Sleinkoffer to the 31. On the tackle, Edward Richards of Windber.
Okay, I was distracted. I'm ready.
2nd down and 9. Sleinkoffer out of Northern Bedford.
I'm still calling for a screen. I want a screen.
Sleinkoffer throws underneath and just led his receiver too much. Wesley Horsch of Northern Bedford, and it will be 3rd down and 9.
Well, this isn't 2-down territory. This is a big play. I mean, I guess if you get the 4th and 2, it's 2-down territory. I don't know if it is 4th and 9.
Yeah, for sure.
We got some kind of check outside. 23 checked his route.
Shotgun snap taken. Sleinkopfer going to throw deep, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah. Just not a chance. He had pressure. He had 59 all over him.
4th down, and Ritko from Richland coming out. It looks like they will punt.
Joey O'Brien was after him, like right now.
Ritko's kick, high and very, very short.
Get away from that. They need to get away. Oh, man, took a really bad bounce.
Yep, and the South will start out.
Good bounce for the South.
Yep, they'll start out in North Territory. 4th quarter being presented by 5-Star Mitsubishi. It doesn't get any better than this. Punt of 14.
Well, you're going to have to take some chances, rip at the ball, do anything you can in the North. If you're the North, if you're the South, it's time to put them away, right?
Yep, if it's not already over. Starting at the 45 of the North. Chase Kissel remains at quarterback.
No help for 10. I really like a post.
But they're going to give, and that's Sam Yanitz. Yanitz showing good wills.
He's
to
quick.
The 30, cuts it back.
Nice play.
25 to the 22-yard line.
He's definitely a game-changer athlete.
Hasn't had many touches tonight, but
No.
that one effective, going for 23 yards. Our stats brought to you all night long by Smith Coal and Oil. In northern Cambria and their sister location, Indiana Fuel and Oil, for all of your commercial and residential diesel and gas needs. That was a gain of 23 for Sam. In the backfield now with Kessel.
Doing a good job with the clock.
Grady Snyder.
Maybe not right here. They might not to get this off. They did.
And Snyder has the football. Snyder just lowers his shoulder and bangs his way inside the 20 into our Hutton Blues Insurance red zone. Insurance agents you can trust at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Jude Magura from Richland with the tackle. Physical tackle.
Approaching the 7-minute mark in this football game. It's been entertaining, been a lot of fun. There's been an energetic, big crowd, but an energetic crowd.
Yeah, I mean, great night for football, great night. Be outside, right?
Yeah. Kissel throws underneath. It's jarred loose in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Quincy Swain. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 to go.
Ethan McNulty from Conemaugh Valley break it up. But what a he threaded the needle on that post. I mean, I don't think he could have thrown the ball any better. I don't think he could have made a better play defensively. That could have been Lieb. I'm looking where he's aligned. It looked like that was a free safety on the break-in.
Outstanding player for Billy Packer, who retired, as you probably know, Coach. Penn's Manor coach. Throw, caught, touchdown. Quincy Swain from Chase Kissel. Kissel with another touchdown pass, and Swain having himself a night, and it's now 35-14 South. The play covering 18 yards.
Well, now you just kind of change your mentality if you're a player and just enjoy 7 minutes of football. try to make a couple plays. Some are moving on to play college football, some are not. So for some of them, it might be their last 7 minutes of tackle football.
Kicker is Michael Cashotti, left-footed soccer-style kicker out of Bishop Guilfoyle. State champions again, and jumping offside the North. Jared Lewis's team was 13-1, back-to-back District 6 championships in Double-A. Got upended in the state playoffs by a good Central Clarion team. That's kind of a co-op of 3 schools, Northern Clarion and Clarion Limestone, and Clarion High School being the third. They had an excellent quarterback.
Imagine trying to bring 3 schools together, and I know my geography a little bit up there. They're literally like 20 miles by 20 miles by 20 miles from each other. I mean, they would have to practice at like 5 o'clock or something, right?
Yeah.
There's no way you could pull off a 3 o'clock practice.
Extra point is good. We're going to take a break. Sorry, Coach.
It's okay.
Take care of some business here. Fourth quarter presented by 5-Star Mitsubishi. Back after this. It's been all south tonight.
Hi, I'm Eric Brocious. Many of you know me as a high school teacher and a coach. What you didn't know, though, is I'm also a businessman, owner of EMB Computing. I'd like to invite you to our new state-of-the-art facility to see our line of computers, laptops, iPads, MacBooks, and accessories. If you're a business owner, we'll assist you with your networks, servers, workstations, printers, and even your business phone systems. We are located at 57 North 11th Street in Indiana, or you can find us on the web at embcomputing.com. We are your technology specialists.
Back with you at Trojan Stadium. Cashotti to kick off for the South. Drills it to about the 7-yard line. On the return for the North, Wesley Horsch. South has had good kick coverage all night long, too.
And they started, I think after the first kick, they started to channel it a little bit more. You know, so you, with a directional kick, you can maybe bring the people that you want to bring to make the tackle.
Well, 22-yard line. Sorry,
this is a lot of fun. Thanks for having me. I mean,
appreciate you doing it.
I know I was below average at best, but I had a great time doing it. Oh,
there's above average.
He's got one guy to beat.
On the north side, it's Mark Letary. He's had himself a good football game. From the 22 to the 48 of the South, that's a 30-yard gain.
Gavin Bell made the tackle from Hollidaysburg, like a touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, these kids are going to play hard to the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's been clean. We've had really no things that you would hope that you wouldn't have.
Schleinkopfer's pass incomplete. Intended for Penn Cambria's Gavin Harold. Second down and 10. 5:51, clock stopped. Actually 6 minutes on our screen.
I'm going to ISO cam on Gavin Burkhardt a little bit. What's the River Valley representation?
At Dalton's new home, fumbling the football but jumping on it is the quarterback, Vaughn Schleinkopfer. Good introductory meeting at River Valley, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Things
I mean,
went
so
well.
far so good. You know, we're still undefeated, untied, and unscored upon.
That's true.
So, but no, we have a really good bunch of kids. They're a lot of fun to coach. We've put together a really good staff. We're having a lot of fun. Tomorrow morning we have a couple other teams coming to work on 7-on-7 and some line things. So we're looking forward to that.
Third down and about 17. Snap a bit high, but throwing out in the flat. Pass is caught. And
he's going to get another chance, right?
Yeah, it's going to be fourth down and short on that reception. Across the way, it was Ethan Smith. I don't think I gave the Memorial Highway Chevrolet Drive summary for the South. It was 4 plays, 45 yards, took a minute 46. Winburn Somerset in their newest location in West Mifflin. Memorial Highway Chevrolet.
Well, the Red Zone sponsors got their money's worth. That's what I can tell you there.
Yeah. Some of the plays, though, they just
quick.
Yeah, went through the red zone. There's an interception. Beautiful by the South. And coming near sideline with the football for the South.
Ooh.
And still on
Marion
his
Center.
feet. That is Marion Center's Noah McCoy. Electrifying interception return. Wow. Some Marion Center fans right down below us.
Austin Yarnick made the tackle, the touchdown-saving tackle. That was a nice pick. Nice pick and run.
So the South in business again at the 31-yard line with 4:17 remaining. What about members of your staff, Coach Dalton?
Well, I've been able to kind of blend it. I've been able to have a couple purchase line, former player and a former coach. Steve Woodrow is coaching with me, coached with me a long time there. And I have Mike Schaefer, who is a player for me there. And I'm fortunate enough to have some really good guys from River Valley, Jake Just, Andrew Frazanay. I've been able to get Eric Faust out of the community.
What a great coach he is.
Yeah, he's a good man too. Like we got a really good boy on the team. So I mean, now I don't want to forget anybody. We have a great blend. I have R.K. Schumacher, another River Valley guy.
He's won a couple of national championships collegiately at Mount Union.
Yeah, so he's coaching our line, and then down below I was able to convince Jess to come back and coach. So I think that's a great plus. Montez Miller is coaching down below. Vince Skillings is our running back coach. Probably no finer athlete ever in Dairy football history. I just got another young guy from our area, Ryan Wilkins.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I didn't forget a coach or I'll get shot, but I got them all. No, we have a lot of fun together.
And speaking of River Valley, Sam Yanet's on that last carry. It'll be third down and 9. Under 4 minutes to play, approaching the 3-minute mark,
I think it'd
actually.
be appropriate for Sam to score one here for us.
And Kissel remaining at quarterback, throwing a dart and caught on a knee. And good execution there on the reception. That was Evan Brady of Winburn. New set of downs.
I mean, just observing the sideline, and I can only see the white side, like coaches did a great job of getting people in and out. Like, there was no drama, no anything. I think everybody got a lot of reps, so that's cool too.
Grady Snyder with the football. Central Cambria.
Height has to be the leading tackle.
1,329 yards for Snyder. Good senior season.
I'm saying
for the Red
height
Devils.
is double digits in tackles. Him and Penna.
2-minute warning here at the 54th annual Ken Lantzy game with the score 36-14. Special thanks to our co-presenting sponsors, First Summit Bank and Baltimore Life Companies. Back with more on Renda Digital TV.
Life at Full Rock, run wide open from start to finish. You're an adrenaline junkie. On or off the road, Yamaha builds it. You want it? 5-Star Power Sports has got it. Destination Duncansville. 5-Star's got a huge selection of Yamaha bikes, quads, side-by-sides, watercraft, snowmobiles, plus parts and accessories. Huge selection means high volume. High volume means super low prices. 5-Star's got the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-Star Power Sports. You were born ready for this.
Are you ready to take your project to the championship level? Cambria Ready Mix Concrete is here for you. Serving the Route 22 and 219 corridors in Cambria County, they understand the importance of teamwork and rock-solid values, just like your favorite sports teams. A proud supporter of high school athletics, they are dedicated to building stronger communities. Whether you're planning on a new home, driveway, or backyard sport court this year, get your concrete from the county seat. Call 1-866-BUY-CRMC. 1-866-BUY-CRMC.
As we come back, the band plays on an incomplete pass in the end zone, just out of the outstretched arms. Was that Ty Dumb? It was.
Yes.
.153 officially remaining in this game.
I mean, there's a lot of guys on these two sidelines that are, without question, not just college football players, but difference maker college football players at some level. But I want to tell everyone, like, there's no all-star game in Pennsylvania, and I would be surprised in the United States where the team stays overnight for a week.
Pass in the end zone. It's broken up. Good defensive play. Intended receiver was Quincy Swaim. I think, let's see. Yeah, it was Swaim. So they're going to bring out the field goal team. It'll be Michael Casciati. I think they're going to kick it. Yeah, he's putting the kicking tee down at the 23-yard line. So it'll be a 33-yard attempt left to right for the left-footed soccer-style kicker out of the hold of Quincy Swaim. You have to work on these things in a very short period of time.
The blocking has been more of an issue than the kicker, obviously.
Plenty of leg.
And he got that off fast.
And it's good. Yes, he did. Casciati drills it to make it 39-16. We're going to come back and finish this 54th annual Ken Lantzy game. It's been a lot of fun right here on Renda Digital TV.
Looking for the ultimate chocolate experience? Debbie's Hand Dipped Delights crafts each piece to perfection, bringing you on a journey of flavors with every bite. From delectable dip treats to homemade chocolate delights, satisfaction is just a bite away. Find us at 129 St. Benedict Street, Carrolltown, or visit Debbie'sDipDelights.com. Debbie's Hand Dipped Delights. What is your pleasure?
American Legion Fox P.O. Post 506 in Carrolltown salutes all the athletes in tonight's Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. Your dedication, teamwork, and spirit make our community proud. Best of luck tonight and in all your future endeavors. And don't forget, we're now serving Double D Carrolltown Legion Pizza Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9, Friday till 10. Join us for the Sangria Bar, Sunday, June 29th from 11 to 3. 3 32-ounce buckets, just $6. Good luck, All-Stars, from your hometown heroes at Post 506.
Back with you, our Memorial Highway Chevrolet field goal drive. 7 plays, 8 yards. Took 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Memorial Highway Chevrolet in Windber, Somerset, and West Mifflin. Casciati's kick bounces at the 5, picked up on a hop. And with the football, Aaron Bowers heading far sideline at the top of your screen across the way. And forced out of bounds, or close to it, by
our interceptor.
Yeah.
19.
And also Wayne Lambert over there. So
I'm glad Noah McCoy graduated. I'm glad a lot of these guys graduated. As I watch them, I'm glad all the Cambria Heights kids graduated. That's all I'm after right now.
You wish them well.
Yeah, wish them well. Good luck. God bless. We open with Penn's Manor.
New coach there.
New coach there.
2 great stadiums, both places. River Valley's new stadium and out at Penn's Manor. They've done a great job.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it. I've seen it on film. Maybe I'll make a road trip.
Pick up the band here. You know the song?
I do. Final Countdown. That's my song. Yeah, that's a great song. It's a really good song when you're winning. A really good song.
Frank Kravetsky at United. Boy, I used to do some Saturday afternoon football out there, and that was a trademark song of the Lions.
Nobody can coach trap like Frank Kravetsky. I think he got up in the morning drawing traps. Him and George.
2nd down and 10 and smothering the ball carrier. Mark Lettieri is that South defense.
Yeah, that was.
Number of white jerseys in there.
Everybody keep their heads, shake hands. And there's awards after the game, or are they already been given, like MVPs and things like that?
I think, yeah, there are MVP awards. I know you have a long drive, so if you have to head out, we understand that.
No, because of the commercials, the brainwashing I've had during the event here, I have to go get something sweet.
You're not going to go to the Coney in downtown Johnstown on the way out. They don't have sweets, but they have good dogs.
There used to be a restaurant in the downtown that was made out of baseball bats. The bar was made out of baseball bats.
Final score, South
Coach got the shower.
39. Coach Lewis, he's getting used to showers, isn't he? Back-to-back District 6 championships. And he wins the game here tonight, 39-14. Going to come back with more. Our 5-star Mitsubishi 5th quarter is coming up next, right here on Renda Digital TV.
Mitsubishi builds it, you want it, 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona's got it. Take up to $6,500 off a brand new incredible 7-passenger Outlander, up to $4,500 off a brand new Eclipse Cross, and up to $2,500 off a brand new Outlander Sport. Mitsubishis carry the best warranty on the planet, and you get free scheduled maintenance. The Mitsubishi Giant, best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have.
5-star Mitsubishi Altoona. It doesn't get better than this.
Pet owners know that Cambria Veterinary Care treats the medical needs of their small pets, but did you know that Cambria Veterinary Care treats large animals as well? Horses, cows, goats, sheep, and cattle. Cambria Veterinary Care now provides medical and surgical care for large domestic animals. For more information, call 814-288-8821. That's 814-288-8821. Or look for them online at CambriaVeterinaryCare.com.
At First Summit Bank, we're more than just bankers. We're your neighbors, your friends, your partners through every step of life. And now we're helping you enjoy even more of life's moments with First Summit Bank's First Perks. With First Perks, you'll get exclusive discounts on shopping, dining, and entertainment just for being part of our community. Car trouble? No problem. Roadside assistance is just a tap away. Because at First Summit Bank, we're always here when you need us. Wherever life takes you, First Perks goes with you. Sign up today and start enjoying the perks of better banking. First Summit Bank, your community bank.
Since 1882, the Baltimore Life Insurance Companies has been dedicated to making a difference where it matters most. We stand for openness, honesty, integrity, and respect, striving to strengthen our communities every day. Life insurance is more than a policy. It's about fulfilling dreams, supporting families, and building a better future. Maria and Sharkey from the Baltimore Life Company's Duncansville office wish the best of luck to all the athletes in tonight's game. The Baltimore Life Insurance Companies, over 140 years of protecting what matters most.
Job. Back with you at Trojan Stadium. 54th annual Ken Lantzy All-Star Game is in the books, and these kids put on a show. You see the South squad gathered around Jared Lewis, head coach of the South right now, and in the opposite end zone, the North squad around their coach Ken Felix. As we welcome you to the 5th quarter, the 5-star Mitsubishi post-game show. It doesn't get any better than this. And in this football game, it was 14-7 at the half, and the South had the lead. They took advantage of a Hamilton Gates interception in the first quarter. On the first possession, they drove 8 plays, 52 yards. Quincy Swaim, 3-yard touchdown run. Extra point was blocked, but it was 6-0 at the 9:15 mark. And then Quincy Swaim, 34-yard run, set up a Grady Snyder 3-yard run, capping off a 6-play, 57-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 38 seconds, and very quickly it was 14-0. But the North came back and got on the board on a 6-play, 47-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Aaron Bowers TD reception, and Ritko, the kicker, drilled the extra point to make it 14-7 at the half. In the third quarter, the South scored a couple of touchdowns. Chase Kissel to Brady Steiner, 28-yard touchdown pass, capped off a short 28-yard drive on 3 plays. And then on the very next possession, a 66-yard electrifying pass from Chase Kissel to Ty Dumb. 2 plays, 66 yards. It was 29-7 at that point. And then we moved into the fourth quarter. North got on the board on a 45-yard drive covering 3 plays. Gavin Harrell, a 2-yard touchdown run. The South came back, 23-yard run. Sam Yanitz, 18-yard pass. Chase Kissel to Quincy Swain. Extra point was good at the 6:45 mark. And then it was 36-14, and then a 32-yard field goal from Kashadi of the South. Michael Kashadi set the final at 39-14. Fifth quarter postgame show continues with more from Trojan Stadium right after this on Renda Digital TV.
Getting you up and back in the game. That is what InSync Rehabilitation can do for you. No matter if you're a trained athlete or a weekend warrior, InSync Rehab is passionate about your recovery. With state-of-the-art equipment and proven therapy techniques, InSync Rehab can enhance and expedite your recovery. To schedule a consultation, call InSync Rehabilitation in Ligonier at 724-238-2099. InSync Rehabilitation, the official therapy provider and certified athletic trainers of the Ligonier Valley Rams.
Horses is hospitality. Sit right down and enjoy a great meal. Horses is hospitality. Delicious food with lots of hoss appeal. You'll love our famous fresh salad bar. The freshest near or far. Your hometown steakhouse wherever you are. Horses Steak and Sea House. Horses is hospitality.
Fresh. Oh, the sound of the word fresh. Thoughts of healthy and wholesome, especially when it comes from down on the farm. Market 1911 does just that. Sells farm fresh chicken, pork, beef, and cage-free eggs. Taste the difference farm fresh can make. Visit Market 1911 at the Rhodes Family Farm, 1254 Harvey Road in Ligonier, or on Facebook. And proud to support all the Ligonier Valley players and coaches playing in this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game.
When every second counts, trust the team at Shansoon Shang Medical Center at Winburn. Our dedicated professionals deliver expert, compassionate care when you need it most. From the unexpected to the urgent, we're always ready with the highest level of quality care. Choose Shansoon Shang Medical Center at Winburn in an emergency. Your health, our priority, 24/7.
Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals Company is pleased to sponsor this year's Ken Lantzy All-Star Football Game. The Laurel Highlands Construction Supplies and Rentals goal is to provide quality personalized service to contractors and homeowners. They specialize in safety glasses, hard hats, high visibility vest, gloves, earplugs, dust masks, fall arrest systems. For a full list of services, contact the Laurel Highlands Constructions and Rentals in Johnstown.
Are you looking to freshen up your home? Visit Leading Edge Supply and Design Center in Davidsville today. Start from the ground up with their selection of flooring, including hardwood, ceramic tile, and LVTs. They carry cabinets from well-known brands like KraftMaid and Birch, and their design software allows you to easily visualize your space. Or maybe a fresh coat of PPG paint will do the trick. You'll find it all at Leading Edge Supply. If you're considering going to the big box stores, you're barking up the wrong tree.
At Trojan Stadium, you see these players have had a heck of a night here. We'll get some interviews. Ralph DeMarco has put so much time into this event. See if we can find head coach Jared Lewis. Coach Lewis. Here he comes. Coach, you've grown accustomed to getting the water after games. Back-to-back District 6 championships. But this winning was nice, but man, what a week for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think this game's really about the relationships you build during the week. I mean, both sides. I mean, they're just great kids. I mean, it was an honor to get to know these kids. It was an honor to get to coach with these coaches, and just to get to compete with guys that you're so used to competing against is such an honor, and just a great week. I think they're going to build friendships and relationships that last forever.
You had some weapons on offense, didn't you?
We did. I mean, our offensive staff did a great job. I mean, but we had some players. I mean, both quarterbacks were really good. Just a lot of athletes, and they did a fantastic job.
Chase Kissel, big game?
Oh, yeah, he's been great. He did a great job. And then the other thing is, and Quincy Swaim's everywhere. When you can move those guys all over the place, it's a great job. So, yeah, it just, like I said, I mean, a lot of good athletes, and they showed out today.
You want to be in that picture? I don't want to hold you back. I'm good. Okay. They started on Sunday, right? And the amount of effort that goes into this game, I had Ed Dalton joining me on the broadcast. He said many of these all-star games now, they simply can't afford to house players. And they've kept that tradition alive here, and it kind of adds to the bonding, I would think.
It absolutely does. I mean, you getting to stay with those guys all week is really a fun experience. I mean, and when you're staying with them, that's when you really form those bonds. And like I said, just a great group of guys. They were so well behaved. All those parents should be proud, and on both sides. I mean, just a great group of kids and just fantastic. And shout out to Eber, Verhosik, and Ralph DeMarco. They do a great job with this game. They're first class, and that's why the game's first class.
Coach, thanks for doing this, and it won't be long. We'll be talking to you soon about the 2025 season.
Yes, thank you so much.
Jared Lewis, head coach of the Cambria Heights Highlanders, and we're back with you. Let's see if get a Coach Felix around, or Coach.
You know what? He just took a picture with his guys. He's
right there. We'll try to get.
He's getting pictures.
All right, Coach Felix getting a photo with his guys from Penn Cambria, right? Nick, can we have you? Nick Felix just finished up his career with a big 14-win season, I think it was, or 13 at Penn Cambria. Coach Mark, 14 in District 6 championship. Coach, I know you came up short on the scoreboard, but it really wasn't about that tonight, right? What a night.
It was about the organization, the all-star game. You know, Ralph DeMarco and even Verhosik do such a great job for the whole week. So we had a great week. We didn't have the outcome that we wanted tonight, but everyone played hard. It was a well-played game. You know, hats off to the South. They made a lot of plays, obviously more plays than we made, but we're extremely happy with the effort from our guys. They played all 4 quarters. We battled back. We gave ourselves a chance in the 4th quarter, and it just wasn't meant to be. But you know what? It's such a great experience for my coaching staff. Take it for what it's worth, and no one got hurt. We stayed injury-free, and it was a great week. we're going to enjoy that part of it, and everyone's going to kind of close this chapter, including myself, and move on to our next endeavors.
Yeah, you're going to be heading east, right?
Heading east, yep. Heading east Monday morning, 5 a.m.
Tell our viewers where you'll be coaching next.
I'll be coaching at Neshaminy High School, a 6A school, Suburban 1, District 1, outside of Philadelphia. So, I'm looking forward to that. I've already kind of transitioned to that program, so the last few months have been pretty crazy, but I want to make it a point to coach in this game, to be able to coach my guys, and it was a great week. I don't regret anything about it.
Coach, just one final thing. Big crowd on hand. Fortunately, the rain stayed away. I want to give the fans some credit. They brought some energy.
Absolutely. I mean, it was like a playoff atmosphere. So we knew with what the Ken Lantzy organization does, we knew there was going to be a big crowd. But, weather holding off, that definitely helped. But, it was a great night of football, and, everyone could go their separate ways and close that chapter.
Coach, thanks for doing this, and good luck to you down the road.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Nick Felix, head coach of the North squad here tonight. Let's see if I was looking to see if we could find the quarterback, Chase Kissel. Let's come up this way, Nate, or maybe you can get some of the players while I walk around. 39-14, the final score here tonight. Let's see if we continue on our fifth quarter postgame show, brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. I want to thank our entire crew, Samantha Snedden, our producer tonight, Ted Maseko on camera, our intern Alex Donaldson, Nathan Miller helping us out tonight as well. And one of the stars looking for Chase Kissel, Coach Rising. By the way, Coach Rising, here we go. We'll find my cameraman to Nathan over here. Nate, have Coach Adam Rising of the Marion Center Stingers. Let's face the booth, because sometimes you want to come around this way, Nathan? Coach, you texted me today. You said we put together a pretty good defense. I'd say you did.
Absolutely. We saw it all week with this group of athletes, to say defensive line. Just quick kids, tough, gritty, a group of kids from Winber, and then a solid linebacker core behind, and then, fast kids in the defensive backfield. It was just an awesome week from Sunday night on, Mark, and just a collective good game overall, offensively and defensively. But this group of young men, just top-class kids that played a lot of class, a lot of energy, and just love football. So it was a fun week.
How would you like, you had a pretty good team last year, and you're going to have another good one this year, but how would you like to have these 40 kids showing up the first day of camp?
I tell you what makes your job easier as a coach. There's no doubt about it. Having a group of guys like this that just love the game, the passion for it, is very, very enjoyable. And I'm just excited to see these kids in their futures and see some of these guys, play some college football.
What about the job that the organizers do, Ralph DeMarco, and of course they have a big presenting sponsor, First Summit Bank, that makes a big commitment, as Coach needs some water, but First Summit Bank makes a big commitment. The program's about that thick. Just to do what they do, Coach Dalton was up in the booth with me, and he said, a lot of these all-star games, they just simply can't afford to house players anymore. And, what they do here in Johnstown is pretty incredible.
It really is. It's absolutely amazing. I said to my wife when we checked out Wednesday night, the community behind it, all the family-owned businesses that give back to these kids. I was fortunate enough, I played in this game 24 years ago. And how far it's came since then, and have now the band and cheerleaders, and Ralph and Eber do an amazing job. I mean, it's so organized, Mark. From the time you get to UPJ on Sunday and the community that's behind it, and just everything with it is just really well ran. So I can't thank them enough, the community of Johnstown and our parents.
Coach, appreciate you doing this. It won't be too long. We'll be talking to you again about the Marion Center Stingers.
And a shout out to Indiana for winning the state championship too. Congratulations to that crew.
Yeah, what a ending to that game. I don't know if you heard, they got out of a bases loaded, no out jam in the 7th to win it in dramatic fashion.
Yeah, when Force got thrown out in the 6th inning, I'm thinking his dad's probably giving him hell. And I actually stopped and listened. I was watching on Game Changer the whole way down. I was listening to Mr. Doherty. So congrats to that group of young men.
All right, Coach, thanks for doing this.
Thank you guys for everything.
An incredible night of football, 54th annual Ken Lantzy All-Star Game. And by the way, Ken Lantzy was in the house here tonight. That was special. Back in 1970, he was injured playing for Cambria Heights in a game and has been paralyzed ever since in a wheelchair. This game started out in 1971 funding medical expenses, and then has evolved, and now all the scholarships and everything they give away. It's special.
It really is. It's awesome to see.
Coach, appreciate it. It's going to do it for Down on the Field. I was hoping to find Chase Kissel from Bishop Guilfoyle, but I don't see him. They might have headed off to the locker room. We're going to head back upstairs and finish things off on our fifth quarter post-game show, brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. 39-14, South wins it over the North. Back for a final time on Renda Digital TV.
Bathroom old and outdated? Maybe it's time for a fresh new look. Did you know that Mahalco's is a leader in bathroom remodeling? If you're interested in remodeling a bathroom or adding a new bathroom to your home at a great price, count on the pros at Mahalco's. Did you know that Mahalco's has been remodeling homes for over 40 years? We have offices in Altoona, Johnstown, and State College. If you're looking for a fair price and quality service, you can always count on the pros at Mahalco's.
The Rembrandt Club, a proud sponsor of Cambria Heights Athletics, wishes the Highlanders players the best of luck in tonight's All-Star Football Classic. The Rembrandt Club has a long tradition of supporting the Cambria Heights School District, student-athletes, cheerleading, and band organizations. Garrett, Marshall, Trey, Stephen, Luke, and Coach Lewis, you have made our community proud with a tremendous season. Good luck, CH athletes and coaches, from everyone at the Rembrandt Club.
Back with you on our 5-Star Mitsubishi fifth quarter postgame, and I think our upstairs camera just went down, so I don't know if it's possible. Yeah, there we go. Nathan Miller got us back on. Just want to give you some stats in this game. Swain for the South, to grab my sheets here. For the South, 69 yards on 13 carries and a touchdown for Quincy Swaim. He was a factor in this football game. Passing overall between Chase Kissel and Swaim, 16 of 34, 263 yards and 3 touchdowns. They racked up 414 yards of total offense. For the North, 54 yards rushing, and that was Gavin Harold from Penn to Cambria. 64 yards for Mark Letary, who had a good football game here tonight out of Claysburg Kimmel. Both had 8 carries, a touchdown for Harold. Passing, they were a combined, 143 yards passing, 5 of 17 for Nate Cornell, and also quarterback Vaughn Sleinkoffer completed 6 of 15 for 118 yards passing. Harold threw 1 pass. It was incomplete. The North had 92 yards rushing, 143 yards passing, 235 yards of total offense. But the biggest winner tonight, all of the scholarships that were awarded, and a great night for many of these finishing their football careers. Some will move on to college, but a monumental task to do this game, and we salute the organizers, First Summit Bank, the presenting sponsor and also the co-presenting of our video broadcast tonight, along with Baltimore Life Companies. That's going to do it from Trojan Stadium. We'd like to thank our entire crew, too, led by our producer, Samantha Snedden, Nathan Miller on camera, our intern, Alex Donaldson, Ted Maseko on camera. Our final score here tonight, the South wins it 39-14, but in a night like this, there are no losers. From Johnstown, I'm Mark Burdig on Renda Digital TV.